Hello, good evening. Welcome to Slices and Dices. I am Julie, your game runner this evening. We are playing Blade Runner, and we're doing the case file The Next Us. It's a homebrew. Takes place between the first movie and all of your little animated shorts. So it's in between the two. Really beautiful gray area that we're exploring. So this is session 3, and our team has encountered quite a bit. But before we really start diving in, we're going to just go around, just say your name and who you're playing this evening. So, and we'll go ahead and just go across as everybody sees it in stream. So we'll start with Ben.
All right, I am Ben, Ironhead454, and I am playing Jax Raiden tonight. I am the down and out, possibly slightly dirty cop. So that's me.
And going across, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm still Pat Marin. I'm still playing Willem Novak, the prologue version, slightly haunted by a bad experience with the replicants of an earlier generation and taken off the Force leave for a while, and now he's back. He's gritty, and he's trying to be a better Blade Runner.
Sarah.
I'm Sarah, and tonight I'm playing Lara Eros, who is the seasoned but still not quite respected Blade Runner who views things with a scientific angle.
Last but not least, Matt.
Hello. I am playing Willem Novak. Blade Runner.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Of course I am. Oh my God! Why does it say Willem Novak? Oh, it's because I look. I am playing Willem. I'm not playing Willem Novak. God damn these character sheets!
Why,
I
Matt,
get
your
so
beard
confused.
looks so good.
I know. I was looking at someone else's character sheets. This is the problem with being a GM for so many different games. I look at everybody else's character sheets. Okay, let's try this again. Rewind. I'm playing Jareth Knox. That's right, Jareth Knox. Blade Runner who's kind of a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. There's got something wrong with him, that's for sure. But I guess you could say he's got a good heart. Things have happened to Mr. Knox. Fox and Socks, Mr. Knox. That is why we have hard knocks. That's all I've got to say about that.
Wonderful. Thank you all. I love you guys so much. And while I try to get myself back in the right mindset, let's just take a moment for this commercial break. Our sponsors this evening are Czepeku Maps. We are not using them here on this stream, but they are fantastic. If you have not had a chance, the amount of detail that goes into these maps, it's incredible. Go check them out. There's links in our Discord. You can take a look. Monument Studios. If you've got a sound you're looking for, they've got it for you. Doesn't matter the genre, you can find it. More hours of music than you could probably listen to in a lifetime. And Into the AM. I don't know if anybody has any merch shirts on today, but
Not today.
not today.
It's over there. It's like literally 10
T-shirts.
feet from me.
Don't change shirts.
Wow. I'm not.
It's not that kind of stream.
It hasn't, well, it probably has been 30 seconds, so you're probably safe. So, t-shirts, fun stuff, all the nerd gear. Check it out. Oh, and speaking of nerd gear, don't forget to check out our merch store. You can get things like these fantastic aliens mugs, and they've got beanies and shirts and all kinds of fun things. And Matt, I have totally blanked on the website. Tell me the website.
It's Stream. We do all of our merch through Streamlabs, which is awesome. We love Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com. I'll say this a little slower because my mouth is not working as well as it ought to. Streamlabs.com/slices with an N, dices. Slices and dices.
And one last thing, we have special music for Blade Runner by Abduction Audio. This is all work done from a friend of ours, and he has very graciously allowed us to use it for all of this case file. And so it's, when you grow up with somebody and you're like, yeah, I get his vibe. And then later you're like, dude, you totally did that. That is so cool. And we are using his stuff. So it's like, rock on, let's go. So yeah, so that's what you're listening to this evening. And now, let's get into it. Previously on Blade Runner Next Us, for their third shift, our team decided to divide and conquer in hopes of gaining ground more quickly. Agent Raiden followed up with Evanthea at her home. After a tense exchange between Raiden and Evanthea's father, Evanthea opened up about their intent at LAX Spaceport. Agent Eros did some digging at the cab company and was able to determine who took the cab and the approximate location they were dropped off. Agents Novak and Knox decided to stake out Brayden's apartment, with Knox taking the first watch. While Knox was on watch, Novak went home for a bit of downtime, getting some much-needed time with his family, giving us all a glimpse of what life was like in the Novak household. Knox encountered some highly colorful characters at the beginning of his shift. Not one for sitting around, he made his way upstairs and into the apartment. There, he found Brayden, alone in his bed, surrounded by chaos, still in eternal slumber. After making this discovery, he reached out to his team. Eros, Raiden, and Novak joined Knox at the scene, and while they worked the apartment, he went home to regain his composure. The RDU life is not an easy one. What is right? What is wrong? Do reps deserve a chance at life? Do reps know that they are reps? The death of a rep, the death of a human, whose life is more important? Guilt, depression, anxiety? Have we done enough? Hindsight is 2020. What will history say about us? About the work we do here today? There's a still in the air tonight. Not one of peace. Something different. Whispers in the shadows. Eyes ever watching. Even the sound of the rain seems muted. Something is coming. So, we've just completed our first 4 shifts. The 4th shift, we had a couple of our friends decide they wanted to just push on through and did not take downtime. Now they are being forced to do that because their bodies might just give out if they don't, or their minds snap. So, with that in mind, that's where we're going to start. And I think we're going to go ahead and start with... All right, who wants to go first? Eros or Raiden?
I'll go.
All right, what would you like to do?
So, Lara will... What neighborhood are we in right now?
You are up, you're still in...
The red
So
light
you're
district?
at the... So you
His
were...
apartment's in the red light district.
Yeah, his apartment's in the red light district.
Oh yeah, 100% getting in a cab because that is far, far away from my home. So Lara will hail a cab and head back to her neighborhood, which is Little Tokyo. Woo, way across town. And in the cab, she'll kind of, I'm sure it's raining because it's always raining in LA these days. and she'll watch the rain from the window. And she'll have the cab drop her off actually a few doors down from her apartment. And she heads to a door that's sort of set below street level, like half a flight down. There's a small neon sign out front that's burnt out, but there's a bare bulb above it indicating the place is open. And she slips into this very small, dark, nothing sake bar. It's narrow. It goes all the way back to the back of the building with small tables, but she takes the second seat from the end of the bar and just gives the bartender a hand. It's very clear that he knows her. And a few minutes later, he sets a carafe down in front of her, a ceramic carafe with a glass on top, and she pours a drink and just sits there quietly. If anyone attempts to approach her, she patently ignores them. Like, this is the kind of place you go when you don't want to talk to anybody. And those rules are generally respected. And about halfway through that, she realizes that her feet are killing her. And so she throws a few extra chinion on the bar and just picks up the carafe and the ceramic cup, still half full, and heads back out into the rain diagonally across the street to her apartment building, which is an old warehouse. And so makes her way up into her apartment, which is, it's nothing special. The furniture is kind of cobbled together from wherever she found it. It's decently big, but not huge. It's just one big room. Her bed is kind of off to the side with some screens separating it from the rest of the apartment. And she kicks off her shoes, which, expensive though they may be, are in a jumble of other discarded shoes right inside the front door, and heads over to a very ratty armchair that looks out the wall of windows. Like, she doesn't even have to bother turning the lights on because all of the neon just lights the apartment from the outside. And as she continues to finish her carafe of sake, she pulls out her KIA and writes a quick email that just says, "Hey, Ducky, are you still off world? I miss you. Call me when you can." And that's, Ducky is Aaron, her brother, but that's what she calls him. And upon finishing the sake, she, fully clothed, face plants into her bed and passes out.
We're going to come back to you. Mr. Raiden, what would you like to do for your downtime?
He is going to also head back home. He's not hailing a cab though. He's the streetwise guy that knows how to find his way without paying any extra cash. I just found his home a minute ago. And I've already lost it. There it is. Hawkins Circle. Down here. It's the crappy motel. You know, he's got the pay by the week room, and you know, it's one of those crappy places that probably has a pool, but if there's anything in it, it's either kids on skateboards or garbage. You know, he hops off of probably the backside of some bus that was, you know, headed in that direction, and stops at the liquor store right next door and buys the cheapest, strongest crap that they got and takes the bottle back, and he heads up to the second floor and, you know, opens the door to the crappy, prefurbished, you know, ancient room, which is probably strewn with his clothes, garbage, empty bottles. And he sits down on the bed, pops the top off the bottle, takes a swig straight from the bottle, and he looks over at the bedside table, and there's an old, old photo frame, and it's laying face down. And he picks it up, and he kind of looks at it, and he puts it back face down, and he begins working his way through the bottle. And he probably gets about 3/4 of the way to the bottom of that bottle, and he picks the picture up again, and the picture doesn't take up the whole inside of the frame like it should. It's folded, and you see him with his arm around a little boy, who's got his arm around his big sister, and then she's got her arm around probably what you would assume is his mom, but you can only see her arm because that's the part that's folded. And he goes to put the frame back down, and then you just see a look of almost rage across his face, and he chucks it across the room. And he polishes off the rest of the bottle in a couple of gulps, and just kind of rolls over onto the bed, tosses the bottle on the floor, probably kicks his boots off, and then just passes out.
So, Agent Eros, you've fallen asleep, and you're at that point where you're about to really, really hit that good spot. And your phone rings.
She kind of shakes her head for a second, considers letting it just go, but realizes that she is in the middle of working a case and it might be important. So she drags herself out of bed and over to the phone to see who's calling.
Your phone is quacking.
All right, when she realizes that's what's happening, she kind of rubs her face quickly to make sure she doesn't have like too much mascara under her eyes. And then she answers. She says, "Hey, Ducky, that's maybe the fastest you've ever answered me."
I mean, did you call me recently?
Well, no, but I sent you a message.
Oh, I was just calling about, like, that thing from a couple weeks ago. I was getting back to you. You were checking in or something, I don't know.
I mean, I called you a few weeks ago to see how you are. Are you still off world? Are you back?
I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back?
What? You're back. So you're in LA?
He hiccups.
And
Yeah.
you're drunk.
I may have had a few.
She looks at the time. What time is it right now?
It's probably nearing wake up time, so I would say, okay, if we go by,
it's technically the morning shift because I worked through the night shift
right, so you're,
and I've been asleep
Yes.
for a little bit. Like I probably like
so
it's
if night shift, if 4 shifts, 6 hours per shift goes into 24, right?
so it's probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. Would be my
Yeah.
guess.
It's about that.
And so she'll be like, okay, all right, look, no judgment, I guess. Are you
I
okay?
haven't been to. I need breakfast. Food. Sake?
Yes.
Sake bombs.
No. Ducky, no more
Sake
sake. I think
bombs?
you've had enough sake. How about some noodles and some sleep?
Noodles is good.
Sleep is
There's
good too.
sake and noodles near your place.
All right. How about you come over here? I will make you breakfast, and then you will sleep.
Sleep is good.
Sleep is good. Where are you?
Downstairs.
Fine, get up here. She goes over and buzzes the door.
He comes in
Okay, how shit-faced is
and
he?
he smells like the entire brewery was he stood in the vat of beer and somebody poured a keg of tequila over him.
Oh, wow. Okay, you need a shower is what you need. Come on, let's go. And she bustles him off to the bathroom. She turns the water in the shower on as hot as it will go. And she says, I might have to burn those clothes when you're done, but just get in there and get clean and I'll make you some food. And
Okay,
she
fine.
closes the door, bustles over to the kitchen, and just starts digging through the cabinets in the fridge to see what she even has, because she almost never eats at home. But manages to find like some eggs that are probably fine if you scramble them, and some bread that has not yet grown mold. So she starts making scrambled eggs and toast as he takes a shower.
A little extra penicillin probably wouldn't hurt him anyway, though.
And she makes some very strong green tea.
About 5-10 minutes later, he comes out wrapped in your bathrobe.
Of course he is. Well, I'm glad that fits. I might have a pair of your old jeans laying around here somewhere, but just say it, eat this. She like shoves a plate of food at him.
Hey, sis.
Yeah.
Quack.
Quack, quack. Eat.
Like old times. Good times.
She kind of mindly fiddles with her little ducky keychain that is on the counter where she dropped her keys. You sure you're all right?
He sees the keychain and he kind of just puts his hand on yours. I miss this.
Too. I worry about you, you know?
I worry about you, Miss
Me.
Secret Agent Man.
First of all, I am not a man. Second of all, I'm not a secret agent. I'm a cop.
You're a chick who's probably stronger than any of those boys. But I can tease you if I feel like it, because that's my job.
Yes.
They better not say
Only
shit,
one.
though, because if they say anything,
Okay.
I'll let you
easy,
beat them
big
up.
bro. Yes. I can take care of myself. But you're the only one who's still allowed to tease me.
Damn straight.
Eat your eggs. Smell like you
Hey.
bathed in cheap tequila, even after that shower.
Yeah. been a minute. It's been a minute. Thank you.
You didn't have to thank me. But you're welcome.
He eats his eggs.
And then she bustles him over to her bed. It's like, you sleep. I still have a few hours before I have to be at work, and honestly, I sleep too. Ugh. I was out all night. I had actually just gone to bed when you called.
Bed's good. We could pretend like we're camping. Just lay down. We'll sleep.
Good idea. And she will lay down beside him in bed and wait until he is actually snoring, and then let herself go back to sleep.
Mr. Raiden, you are past the F out. It should be peaceful. It should be dark inside that brain, but it is not. Your mind slips back to something that happened not too long ago. But it feels like you're there. You're doing it all over again. But more like you're watching from the outside in, and tell us what's going. Tell us about it. What do you see as you watch yourself?
Let's see. Yeah, he, hold on, let me pull up the right thing. That's not what I want. Go away. That's what I want. Yeah, he sees himself at the big party. He sees himself walking around, keeping an eye on things. He sees the bigwigs and head honchos partying hard, doing the getting into things that they shouldn't, but that's not his business. His business isn't keeping them out of trouble. His business is keeping trouble from happening. So, he walks on by, keeping an eye on the extras, the workers, the background people, but also making sure that nobody gets out of hand. And then, let's see. Then he hears the scream, and he sees himself running in that direction. And, curious onlookers getting in the way, and he's, not nicely tossing them, butting them, nudging them, trying to get to the screams. But the screams die off before he gets there. And he gets there and it's too late. And he sees the victim lying on the ground, lying on the floor of this expensive, high class place. And he sees the look on the face. He knows exactly who did it. He knows exactly what happened. And he also sees the look on their face. And he knows that look means that he's got to fix it. And then I think he wakes up with a start. And like lurches up out of bed and goes running for the bathroom and almost makes it. Drops to his knees on the floor and just, you know, half of that bottle is now all over the floor, along with what little he ate during the day. And he probably just slumps up against the bathroom door jamb and just sits there, knowing that slowly but surely he's gotten himself into deep places he doesn't want to be. He's not sure how to get out of it, or if he can get out of it.
From
And
here,
then,
we're going to cut. Oh, go ahead.
And then from there, I think he actually, for the first time in a while, gets up and turns the shower on and closes the door to the bathroom. Probably scoots the dirty towel over the sick that's all over the floor and cranks up the heat on it and starts getting in.
Okay. Zoom just froze on me. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Don't know if you can hear me. Oh, now we're moving.
You see me? I was like, do you
I
see me
can
moving?
see
We're all
you
moving.
moving, but I
Yeah, you're moving.
cannot hear you.
Oh,
Apologies,
That's
friends who are
Discord.
watching. We are trying to pull that back.
We can hear you just fine. Julie.
There we go. There we go. Now I got you.
At least it wasn't one of those
Okay.
weird spots where you were like,
I have
Well, I
a
try to
talent
go
for
to a
Zoom freezing.
I try to go to a default face when I'm not talking, so hopefully it's not horrible. So you get in the shower. Do you clean up your mess first?
that's what the towel was. This
You
is
put a towel
this is
over it.
crappy yeah, he threw a towel over it, scoots the
All
towel
the
out
Adam
of the way.
Sandlers.
Yeah. Land newspaper over it.
That's why I put in chat. I was like, I feel bad for housekeeping at this motel.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yes. All right. From here, we're going to switch to somebody who's just finished their downtime and it's been a little not the best. But he wakes up in the arms of his girlfriend, Sandy. Mr. Jareth Knox.
It rolls over, looks at her, and makes sure that this is thinking. A pincher, is this going to put a dampener in our relationship? Probably. Does it anyway?
She felt you stir, but her eyes were still closed. You pinch her, and she reaches down and pinches your tush.
Okay, I expected that. Thank you. Just making sure.
I'm still here.
Cool.
You still here?
Yeah. You are, yeah, like, this is this weird? This is weird.
Tell me. What feels weird?
No, it's
Just this?
yeah.
I don't know. It felt kind of damn good to me.
Oh, no, I mean now. Like, then is then, now is, well, now.
I mean, do you not want me to be here?
No. I'm just saying. I don't even know what's real. anymore. Such a weird word to say out loud. You know, real. The world that we live in.
It's like, are we all just part of some great comedy?
I was thinking more like some kind of
Some
weird,
drama.
like simulation. Like computer-driven simulation. I don't know.
Like, are we the characters of a video game and somebody's out there with a little controller playing us?
Yeah. How many lives do we have?
Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
And how do we and if we eat mushrooms, will we get bigger?
I can answer that one. The answer is yes. Yes. Kind of mushrooms.
Well, maybe we can try that sometime if you want to.
You don't have to go right now, do you?
I was going to make you some breakfast if I can find anything in your cupboard.
No, I mean like after.
Well, I don't have to go right away. I don't have any meetings directly. I can stick around for a little while.
In a case right now, or?
I can stick around for you.
Not gonna get in trouble, right? It's not like Holden's gonna come and look for you.
That guy can go sit on a pineapple for all I care.
But only if like it's not like cut up into like, you know, like the nice juicy chunks, because that would be not painful. So therefore I mean, he would smell like pineapple for a long time in, you know, in the area that he sat on.
What's the fun in cutting it up?
Right. You know, I saw on the HVid one time that there was this really great like machine that like if you put a pineapple on it, it just cores it in like 2 seconds. It couldn't do it like, you know, like
Damn.
slowly. It just does it like super fast, and then
It's like zoom.
yeah, it's zoom. Like, and I was astounded, and I was thinking to myself like, who discovered how to use this machine in that way? Like, I could almost swear that this thing is probably
Probably.
used in like a really horrible, like probably for torture purposes. And then they were like, hey, let's make a pineapple coring machine out of it.
You know, I was thinking more like somebody didn't want their girlfriend to have a knife.
Okay.
Because personally, I like playing with things that are dangerous.
Do you know what me and my squad's up to? In terms of like what we're assigned?
Not really, but yes and but no. I know that you guys were assigned to the LAX thing.
Yeah. That was like the most non-committal answer I think I've ever heard out of your mouth. Yes, but no, but not really.
I mean, I've heard rumors, but I wasn't going to speculate. If you wanted help, you know I'm always here for you. But I don't want to presume.
No. Help. We need help. We always need help. There's a lot of dead people on this one. I'm not used to that. I'm used to sort of dealing with bunco cases or, you know, the occasional storage container, something like that. But these reps are killing people left, right, and center. And it's not just reps, actually. It's people killing people, or people killing reps, or reps that think that they're people, that think that reps are okay. I am like completely bewildered about this case, and I don't know really how to gain my center on it. It seems like everybody else is kind of on the up and up, like Eros and Novak and Raiden. They really know what the fuck they're doing, and I don't. And
Sweetie. She brushes her hand against your cheek. You know what you're doing. Some days, it's just not easy. It's not easy. But think about it this way. Think about your way that you let off steam, get a little extra cash. You had to work to perfect those skills. It did not come like that. You had to put in time and effort to get to that good spot. That, you have to do that with this too. But you've got a good raw talent to you, a natural ability, and you've got a good heart that's going to take you. It's going to take you there. And you know you got the work ethic. You know you got that. So listen. Even when you think that you don't got it, you got it. You're going to be okay. And they didn't have it at first either. None of us do. None of us still know what the hell is going on. But we push through one step at a time, one step forward. I put on my war paint, put on a cute shirt. On the days I'm feeling really, really not great, I put on that one pair of skinny jeans that lifts the tush with the high heels that make my hips go swish, 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 because that makes me feel good. And with that armor on, I think, okay, I've got my armor in place. I can do this. They see the confidence that isn't always in here. Sometimes you've got to put on that mask. And you know what I'm talking about. So you can get through it. But you're going to get through it. At the end of the day, come back to me. We'll work on the inside stuff. We can do that together. The inside stuff takes time. But it's worth taking.
Okay.
Now, try that again. Say that okay. Say you're good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, you said it. Now, one more request. Say it in that voice you know I like.
Right.
That's better. Now, how do we want to wake up this morning? Do you want me to wake you up?
Yeah.
Well, then roll over and be a good boy and let me show you what we can do about that.
Fade to black.
So what, we skipping work this morning, sir?
I mean, I could probably make it in a little bit later. It's cool. Like, what? We have a 10 a.m. start time, right?
Well, it just depends on his endurance levels.
Oh,
And when she has to get to her next meeting.
yeah, she's got work to do.
Playing hooky.
Mm.
We'll come back in a little bit and see how he's doing. Meanwhile, Mr. Novak.
Yeah.
Hi there, how are you?
You know, I think Novak is just as frustrated as Knox. I think there's a sense of what the hell is going on with identity and what the hell is going on with these bodies. And I think that he's struggling with how best to handle this case, as he's been taking work very seriously and doesn't know how best to cleanly solve this. This is not open and shut. This is messy. There's a bunch of complicated politics and emotions involved, as we've discovered, and actual messes like that blood in the bathtub. So I think that he's going to spend the morning shift at work and I would like to spend 5 of my promotion points to take the specialty Married to the Job, which I get later on in
Yeah.
Novak's background, which allows me to do 4
Look at
shifts instead of
you.
3. And sort of make this one of those signature moments where he's chewing on how do I be a better Blade Runner? So that is going to mean that he's going to spend the morning in the office actually working as best as possible to go over the case files. And then when that continues to make his brain completely frazzled, I think he's going to go for a run within the precinct's sort of gymnasium areas. And I'm going to spend another 5 to up my mobility a die, which gets rid of all the spendable points, but gives me something to work with in terms of stats and time passing.
Good.
And then if there's any way possible, I would love to try and either make an insight or an empathy over the course of this morning's sort of focused work time to see if I could maybe try and wrap my brain around the details of the case as we've seen them. Because I don't, both player and Novak don't see a clear through line as to what we missed that is connecting the missing people with the bodies right now. And I don't know how to do that. So I'm asking the game runner if I can roll for it somehow.
Well, I'd say the first thing you probably did, since you're heading to the precinct anyway, is probably you're going to drop off any physical evidence that you guys personally collected.
Yeah.
At the lab, and which would just take a second to drop it off. And then you'd get into that, and
I have a long list of everything you dropped off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we are going to say power word, blah, 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 blah. There you go. Crime Lab has it. Okay. And I have that list anyway, so it's fine. I have notes. I have so many notes. So give me that roll.
which would you prefer?
Let's see. Probably insight.
Cool.
Because you're really thinking.
Thank you, Sarah.
Well,
That is 3 successes on an
Woo!
insight.
Jeez.
Taking my time.
That run, you are going around and round in your head, and you're going around and round in the gym, which has like a little lap area, that little track area around it, and it's like in that scene, was it A Beautiful Mind, where you see all the like numbers and things just floating around all over the place. That's what you're seeing as you're running, and you're trying to connect these dots, trying to connect these lines. And what it's boiling down to is there is something up with these besties and their reps that were assigned to them, the nanny and the maid. There's something there that you haven't figured out yet. And you need more information. But there's something there.
Can I spend a promotion point to go through and requisition files on the families so that I can get to the nanny and the maid and look? Because we had said that they look sort of familiar, maybe related, right? Is that what it was? No. This is 2 different. Right. Yeah. No. Can I spend promotion points to try and pull some strings within the departments to like get the files and see if there's things that we are not seeing thread connecting between?
You did already pull the file on the nanny.
Okay.
Nanny was Marla, right?
Correct.
Marla is the one who had no record of ever being retired or a request for retirement. Also, no birth date, literally nothing. It's like this rep didn't even exist. Keely did have a file, was running away to escape retirement as far as we know. And the other rep who was at the spaceport, who I can't remember if this one's dead or not, was someone named Soren, who was supposedly retired 3 months ago, which was signed off on by Krumpach.
Right.
And when I searched
And-
his desk, I found nothing. I think I made a bad tech roll.
So those are the names that are going to stick with you right there. Keely, Mina, or not Mina, Marla, and Krumpak and Soren. So the three reps, two that are still out there, the one that was supposedly dead but which is now officially dead, and Krumpak.
On that
And
3 success insight, is there anything in my mind? Because I know we've vaguely talked about Krumpak being a dirty cop before. Is there anything that would chime in my brain about him connected to replicants and or smuggling, like getting them off world, like the Keely was trying to do? Like, is he connected to any of that? Is he connected to forging papers? Is he connected to what is it that makes him a shady cop?
Here's with that insight check and thinking about Krumpak, there have been rumors, but nothing evidentiary in
What
nature.
were the rumors about?
And the rumors were that he's on the take and that he's got gambling issues.
Okay.
But as far as helping a rep, he would rather cut off his left testicle and eat it than help a rep.
So it's not that. But there's three major things that are pinging to me, and I don't see what they're connected. Is there any way to cross-read the files between the nanny and the maid and see if there's any names that pop up, any locations that pop up, any major sort of flags?
So you know that the girls were besties and that they hung out and were inseparable. So it would be safe to reason that the nanny and the maid also had connections. And considering they're running around together right now,
Yeah.
You need more information. This is where you're at. You need more information. But
Do I think? No, that's.
fantastic insight roll, but there's only so much you can figure out.
Yeah,
The information you've already gotten.
it's worth a shot.
But that gives you another thought of somebody else you might want to talk to. Unless you just don't want to talk to him.
I mean, I do and I don't. Krumpak, listen.
Because at this point, let's just think about this in character development. We know what Novak is like later. But right now, they aren't at that point.
Yeah.
They have not been partners yet.
You know what?
So
I know what. Okay.
He doesn't know him the same way yet. So it may be that in Novak's mind, maybe there's something going on, but there's no evidence, and Novak's a good man. He's probably more akin to give somebody the benefit of the doubt at this point in his career than the other way around. He hasn't really quite been jaded yet by it.
I think then I'm gonna come around to that towards the tail end of the morning.
Anybody again? Dang it!
I'm gonna come around to that decision. I think towards the tail end of that
Still
morning.
Can't hear you.
Morning.
There
training.
we go. Okay.
And as the morning shift comes to an end, as I try to figure all of that out, I am gonna approach Krumpak and see if he knows anything about, and just I'm gonna present it like an idiot. I'm gonna pull a Columbo. I'm gonna sort of approach him and be like, "That's just something I can't figure out. Can you take a look at this? Am I missing something?" And try to get on his good side and see if maybe I could get in favor with him for future.
Okay. All right. Well, for once he was actually at his desk, somewhere he does not normally go. So, let's go ahead and have this conversation. And let's see here. How do we want to do this? Okay, so you guys have been on the force about the same amount of time. So I'm going to have you roll insight against his manipulation.
Okay.
And I'm just going to use your stats for both of it. So I'm going to roll your manipulation.
Sure.
And I want you to roll insight.
Yep. I'm gonna push as a sort of frustration that I can't solve it. And I think because I had my rest before the stakeout, I think I'm gonna be just like flustered and bedraggled and just sort of weary looking. I don't think I've showered after the run, so I think having the t-shirt on under a wrinkled shirt can help sell the sort of lean to get another cop to maybe do some of the work and help me see a different angle on it. I'm gonna push both. Nope.
Oh,
wow, double fail.
Lord.
Let's fucking go, story.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, never a dull moment.
boy.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that was fun.
So
Ouch. That's gonna
New
hurt.
timeline, guys.
Put
New
the pain. Put the pain on.
Psychic damage.
yeah. Yes.
Emotional damage.
Wait. It's all right. I've got it. I've got it. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's almost here.
Nope, I got nothing.
God damn it. Where the fuck is this fucking thing?
So
I think I'm gonna flop down in the chair.
Emotional damage.
Damn it.
there you go.
I think then I am gonna flop down in the chair and I'm gonna toss him a cigarette and just be like, okay, thanks anyway. And I'm gonna light up just right there at his desk and see if maybe we can bond through commiseration of absolutely fucking nothing working.
So his excuse is, dude, I can't tell half these people skin jobs one from the other. And they've got all these little numbers. Maybe it was the typo on the number and it pulled up some other rep's number and it was some other rep that was taken care of and not this one. But the number maybe the number was off by a digit and it pulled up the wrong one. And that's going to be his excuse to you. Because one digit off can mean the difference between one replicant and another.
Grumpback, I could kiss you. I'm gonna kick my feet off the desk, grab my smokes back off the desk, and I'm gonna run to the Esper wall for the daytime shift and just try to do that cross-reference with numbers and be like, maybe he's fucking right. Because that insight is so bad, I have no other ideas.
That's not an Esper
Okay.
Wall thing, though. That's a Wallace Corp thing. Replicant Records is Wallace Corp.
Which would be a different shift.
Yeah. Yep.
You've done a lot.
Yep. I've done a lot of nothing and everything. Cool. No, I'll take my promo points and go home then. I'm gonna go I'm gonna sit at my desk and just start pounding my head against the desk, metaphorically speaking, trying to keep thinking of a way to do this without having to go to Wallace just yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, meanwhile, while you're having this lovely conversation with the most enjoyable man on Earth to talk to, we're going to switch back over to Mr. Knox. You've slept in a little bit, if you want to call it sleeping. And,
Nookie note.
you know,
Yeah. Sure.
what would you like to do with the rest of your shift, sir?
So this was my downtime shift or no?
No, you already had
This is
downtime.
this is my morning
This
shift.
is your morning shift.
So, I mean, I guess I would like to spend some of these promotion points. So I'm going to LAPD training grounds.
Oh yeah, I'm way down there.
We're in here. LAPD housing is here.
It's LAPD headquarters is right here.
Oh, right. There it is. Boop. So I think I'm gonna go there. There's a little bit of pep in his step, probably more so than you've seen. Walks down the hallway of LAPD headquarters. Everyone else is sort of like, "Hey, what's happening? Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, I remember you." And he'll walk a new specialty of his choice. 5 promotion points is what it's going to cost him. Has 10 currently. So I think just to be safe, he's just going to spend 5 to get 1 new specialty. What are the specialties, folks, in the core rulebook? I think I can find one that's decent.
I had them up a second. They are on
got it.
page.
Hey,
60.
60.
60.
Yes. Now, the specialties that Knox currently has is Interrogator. Gives him an advantage to manipulation rolls or extracting information from a prisoner or a witness in court. Too bad he's not, most of the time, in court.
I feel like a bunch of us have had that in the past, and we've always been like, this would be great if we ever needed to use it.
Well, a prisoner, I wouldn't say a prisoner in court, just a prisoner / witness in court, right? So I haven't had a whole
I
lot
don't
of
think it has to be
prisoners.
defined as just in court.
Right.
It
A
does not have
prisoner,
to be
comma,
just in
or
court.
a witness in court, right? So at this point in time, considering we're getting into dangerous fucking territory with certain situations, people dying and the such, this hasn't been that bad. Not that I'm going to say that it's going to be like that forever, but I do like certain specialties for idea that maybe, just maybe, there will be a situation where I might need to not be such a talky and more of a fighty. I feel like my current character sheet. Shooting I'm alright at, but my hand-to-hand is pretty fucking awesome. I'm gonna kick the shit out of people.
Isn't it humanity points to level up skills and promotion points to get specialties?
Specialties, that's true. Yeah, no, I'm just looking at where these specialties and and skills sort of synergize, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, for example, because I wouldn't want to spend a specialty for a skill that I'm shitty at.
Fair. Makes sense.
Example, martial arts. You get an advantage to all close combat rolls when fighting unarmed. Close combat being hand-to-hand. So if somebody punches me in the face, I'm going to Oroshi Giri, or no, that's a kick. Oroshi, he's a Roshi, like first. Sorry, I'm learning karate. It's. I think I'm gonna go with martial arts. So I think like
I feel like it's so on brand.
I feel like he feels like energized. He feels like enlightened. He picks up on like on his lithe sort of Bruce Lee mentality, and I think he's gonna go for martial arts. Go ahead and
Sounds
add
good.
that.
Yeah. I mean, you probably see Novak there running and running.
I'm like, why is he still running?
And running. His eyes are glassy. Like he doesn't see anybody. But you see him.
Fair enough.
I think at one point he comes out of it and kind of nods at you, but then keeps running.
Cool. All
right. So that is your shift, sir.
Yeah.
Good. All right. And how are we looking? We are... You know what? We're only about an hour and a half in, but we actually made it through another shift. So let's go ahead and give ourselves about 5-10 minutes here. We're going to take a little break and come back for the next shift. I think this makes sense.
Cool.
So, our friends, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back just a few minutes. Hi, welcome back. If you are just now joining us, we are playing Blade Runner, The Next Us. This is a homebrew case file taking place between the first movie with Harrison Ford and before all the animated shorts. Or, no, just after the animated shorts. Forgive me. After the animated shorts, right in there? Because it's after the blackout. So it's after the animated shorts, after the first movie, before the second movie, before the book. So in between the shorts and the book. So things are running a little bit differently than what you might expect, like from Electric Dreams, if you've seen that. And if you haven't seen that, the two pre-league case files that they put out, you should definitely go back and watch the renditions we did, because it will make this make so much sense. So, give you a little something to do when you're bored at work and you don't, and your boss isn't looking. Okay, I didn't say that. Hi. Fine. It's like listening to a podcast. It's great. You can do that. I mean, I do all the time. But anyway, we're going to get back to it. So we just finished the morning of the second day of this case. Now moving on to the next portion of the day. And we're going to go back to Mr. Raiden. While you're in the shower, you hear a ping on your KIA.
I guess duck my head out and look what's pinged.
It's an unknown number. But it's a text. That's from an unknown number.
What's it say?
It's a text from Evanthea. And she says, you should really talk to Mina's parents again, because Marla was more than just a nanny. But you didn't hear that from me. ... And then she'll still sign her name, Evanthea.
Type back. Who? Question mark?
She's not that bright. Evanthea, we talked yesterday.
Gotcha. It was a joke.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Okay, bye. Mind you, she's just texting. So, how would you like to start this next shift?
All right. New shift. Yeah, he's gonna go to LAPD headquarters, like, moving a whole 3 dots there, and he's gonna head into the basement to the gun range. He's got things he needs to work out in his head. Things are strange, things ain't making sense, and it never hurts to get a little gunpowder therapy to help straighten things out. So he's gonna go down there and spend a shift working on his skills. He is going to take the specialties sniper and cash flow. So the sniper gives me advantage when shooting a single long range shot, not fully auto. And then cash flow would probably be something that, he's previously worked on. That's an off the book source of cash. So, somebody's got their monthly payment they need to bring me for whatever it is I did.
Got it.
And then, so the only question is, do I get my Chinian point for that now, or you want me to wait till some opportune moment for that
You
extra?
can just add it to your page now.
Perfect. Somebody showed up with a little envelope for me.
It was probably slid through one of the slits in your locker.
There we go.
Okay. Miss Eros, you wake
like
up and your
everybody
brother
else.
is still there.
Okay. I am not going to wake him up because he was loaded when he showed up and probably needs to sleep for a few more hours. She will, seeing as he's still in her bathrobe, she will grab a change of clothes and go take a quick shower because she did sleep in her clothes. Get dressed, put on just enough makeup to look like she maybe got 5 hours of sleep, even though she probably got 3. And then dig through like the bottom of her drawers, the back of her closet until she comes up with a pair of old jeans that she's pretty sure are her brother's, but at the very least she thinks they'll fit. And puts those out with she just like digs like a t-shirt, like a plain t-shirt out of somewhere in one of her drawers, and like unisex t-shirt, and leaves those on the bed next to him. And then she just kind of like watches him sleep for a second, make sure he's okay, but grabs her keys and quietly, actually no, she goes into her drawer, she pulls out a spare key to her apartment and puts it down on top of the t-shirt, and then quietly leaves and heads into the station. And this is where I'm torn, because I also want to spend promotion points, but I also want fucking work I want to do. But since everybody else has been spending points today, she's actually going to head down to the crime lab and fucking wait for the results of everything they've dropped off for the past 2 days. She is going to pull up a chair, like in the hallway or at an unused desk, and just wait. And I'm going to spend promotion points to take Mary to the job. And while she's waiting, actually no, I'm going to save. I'm not going to spend any more points. I'm going to save the rest of those for later and maybe do that another day. But yeah, she's going to sit there with her KIA. She's going to go very similar to what Novak did, is going to go through just analyzing all of her notes, all of her personal notes, even like the things she hasn't uploaded, and is just trying to kind of draw the lines while she waits for the results, and is really hoping that the results from all of this forensic evidence that she has dropped off are going to paint some kind of picture. As she like pulls a notepad out of her bag and just starts like basically creating a mini crime wall, but on a notepad, like writing things down, drawing arrows, scratching them out, trying to find the connections that we have missed. And every now and then stopping to pet the cat. The crime lab kitty.
Perfect.
And yeah, and I'm going to take Mary to the job.
All right, so so we know what the two of you are doing for the day that this is counting for your day shift.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Because now that I'm married to the job, I can catch up on the work I'm not doing right now.
Right. See? So then we're going to swing back to Mr. Knox. You are now onto the day shift. And what would you like to do? too soon for the crime lab to have anything, so.
Yeah. Feel like we need to chase these leads. The crime lab has all the stuff from the murder that we found before. Just trying to figure out if there's any actual leads that we haven't chased yet. People.
Oh. There were more
Raiden's
than one.
dead,
There
obviously,
was
so
more
we
than
can't
one.
really chase
Mhm.
him.
Do you want a hint?
Well, I just like names.
So let's think about the people that were in the cab.
Right.
So you had 4 people in the cab. Raiden.
Hmm.
And who else did you have? So you guys remember.
I do, it's in my
Marla,
notes.
Marla.
Mina, Raiden.
Oven?
And Hawk. And
Hawk.
Hawk Jensen.
Hawk.
Right.
The bartender who
Hawk.
didn't show up for his shift.
Right.
So that's one that's you haven't looked into that one yet.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Hawk the body?
No, that's Braden.
No, Raiden.
Braden was the
Oh,
body.
I had that wrong
Hawk
in notes. Maybe that's why I'm
Hawk is still in the wind.
Yeah.
And what you would know from me, I went to the cab company. The cab went to the docks.
Oh. Okay. Well. Following suit from what he's done the day before, did see Novak, but he's not married to him. Eros seems like she's doing her own thing, I guess. Guess I haven't done anything with Raiden, to be perfectly frank. Doesn't really know Raiden that well.
So currently during this shift, Eros and Raiden are doing their promo points and stuff right now.
Oh, that's true.
So they're
That's
learning the
true.
skills.
Yeah. But Novak finished
So,
the shift
Novak,
before,
yes.
Yeah.
right? Because
Just like you did.
I slept
So-
during shift 3
Right.
last night,
Right.
day 1, so that day 2 I'm now going to be able to get 3 out of 4 and then either choose evening or night off. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to work 3 in a row where you guys aren't, so we can cover some overlap.
Yeah, so I guess it sounds like if Knox isn't going to go solo, which didn't prove to be the right thing to do, and I think Sandra kind of cautioned him in a way of, believing in himself, so to speak. I think he's going to check in with Novak. He's going to go on his KIA and say, "Hey there, bud. Saw you running. Looking good, looking smart, looking swift, looking good, good, good."
Can't seem to crack this. Do you have any idea what we're missing? ?
Yeah, man. I think we should head to the docks. I'm hearing from Eros that this guy Hawk is potentially one of the guys who was in that cab.
Really? All right, I can be ready for the docks after a shower.
Thumbs up emoji.
Backup or just investigative?
What's the diff? ?
Guns? ?
Always a exclamation point.
Whatever the middle-aged version of a facepalm emoji is. And then I think Novak's going to shower and then throw on his the ceramic bulletproof vest and grab his PKD and his jacket and his smokes and maybe a couple noodles.
I can tell you what my version of the facepalm emoji. It's literally like the smiley face with just like no smile. It's just like dots and just like that face, right? It's just
Yes,
the
perfect. This was the correct answer.
Do I have that? My emotes. No, I don't have that in my emotes. I have all the Twitch emotes, but I don't have like that emote.
What were you looking for?
The emote that's literally just like slash, like smash slash back. All right. So I guess I would say meet you at the docks.
You both are at LAPD right now, by the way.
We'll wait for you, and then we should go to the docks. Do you have a spinner? Question mark. Hate those things.
I think I can requisition a spinner at some point too, because I definitely have a high enough driving and I know how to.
Yeah, you guys could easily do that.
Yeah,
You'd have that available.
Jareth hates heights, so he
Amazing.
would sort of like close his eyes and just lay back on the spinner ride over. So the docks are
To the
the
left.
seawall
to the
docks.
west.
That's right. We're just gonna move on over to here.
Sector 12.
Sector 12.
Enhance. Enhance.
Yeah, it's crazy to see like Los Angeles
Enhance.
in this little map on the left-hand side of the map. Like that, this big map is just that little rectangle compared to everything that side of it.
Right.
Well, now that we can fly through the air in a spinner, we don't have to complain about LA traffic.
That's true.
No, you just have to worry about the air traffic and the idiots who don't know how to. They couldn't figure it out on the
Fly.
ground. What makes you think you could be any better in the air?
Julie, this is the fake future. Things are sorted.
They can't handle 360 degrees they already got, adding, up and down.
Right.
Nobody's charging rent on it yet, so.
All right. So
Right.
drop your spinner off at the approved spinner parking.
The
And-
zip car of police drop-offs.
And the cab company had given Eros an approximate location. Eros, would you have given the same to the?
Yes, I
your
would have.
team.
Yes, I would have given that to my team.
Okay, so you have the approximate location to which
And
they
we have a
were dropped off.
we have a picture of this guy, right? We have an understanding of who he is. This guy
We
Hawk.
do. Would you
Okay.
like to see a picture?
I want to
We
see
can
him.
see a picture.
I want the picture. Picture
Yeah.
pages.
Hold
Open
on.
up
we
your
can-
picture
Matt
page.
likes
It's time to grab
handouts.
your crayons and your pencils. Oh, Matt, what did you just do to
I'm
me?
sorry, sir.
I just flashed back hard.
Flashbacked.
Flashbacked, yeah. Flashbacked hard.
What was the name of the marker?
One moment.
Come on, Sarah. What was the name of the marker?
Oh.
Come on, Sarah.
Shit.
Come on, show me how much of a Gen Xer you are. Let's go. Don't know the name of the marker in picture pages.
Oh, it's like right there. It's not Mortimer, is it?
No, it's close.
Oh, what is that?
It is a 3-syllable name. Starts with the syllable ick.
Oh, that's not
Is it
ringing a bell.
Ichabod?
There you go.
Alright.
Ben got it.
It was Ichabod
There we
the
go.
marker?
Ichabod
Okay.
marker.
Oh my gosh.
The one that went.
Yep.
Yes. I can still sing the theme song.
Dude,
All right, I'll post it to you here on Roll20 momentarily, but for those watching at home, if your screen that you're watching it on is quite small, like mine is when I usually watch it, it's on my phone. If you go to the Discord, which I'm sure there's a lovely little bot that's going to give you the link here shortly. If you're not already part of the family, come join us on the Slice and Dice's Discord. You're going to
He's
get
a
some
beefy boy.
special content, and you will see a picture of Mr. Fox.
Yeah. Players, you can pull it up. He's under NPC mugshots.
Yes. NPC mugshots.
I think Nightbot is down.
Which
I just
Oh
dropped
no,
door.
Nightbot, what happened?
I don't know, but our what's it called? Oh no, it's not down.
Taken-
I'm just
taken down by Skynet.
It was not taken. Hold on, let me fix it. There we go.
All right.
Boom. There we go.
All right.
Fixed.
Can you see him, guys? I hit
Hawk
show
Jensen, yes.
players. Yes.
Yes, there he is.
Yes.
There he is.
Looks very suspicious.
In all his
Mhm.
meatiness.
He's a beefy boy.
So, there he is for your.
Is his first name Hawk or is his last name Hawk?
Hawk
His
Jensen.
first name is actually Hawk.
Okay.
Hawk Jensen.
Hawk Jensen. Not.
But like his his first name is BA enough. He just goes by his first name. Like, so, yeah. So you actually would have pictures of all 4 of them on your KIAs.
Hawk Jensen. All right, cool.
So,
Yeah, I go. So, okay, so we don't know exactly where he is, right? Should just sort of like ask around, right? You probably seen him a couple days ago.
mhm.
What
So-
kind of investigation role would that be, GM?
So that I believe it's probably going to be a connections roll, I would think. So let's just pull up one of your character sheets, but I believe, yeah.
That is 2 successes
Nice.
on a connections
Good.
roll. I think I would have maybe tried to be like, okay, so these are the only places the cabs come in. Let's split and go this direction, and then send us each towards potential sort of like major camera areas, and then try to tap into what's the phrase?
CCTV.
Well, yeah, like profiling with the news vendors or the any sort of security cameras that are in the area. Canvassing. That's the word I want to.
Canvassing. There you
Like I
go.
say, security cameras
Well,
will get picked up
I
by
knew
the
it wasn't
escort wall.
profiling. But didn't we already check
So-
the cameras at the? Was it the airport or the docks?
We didn't check the docks cameras yet.
Okay.
I do have a date with the escort wall after I finish marrying the job at the crime lab.
I'm gonna fire off on the KIA a quick note to Eros, being like, see if you can look for Hawk and Braden faces, as well as the girls at the docks. I'm sending you geolocations for some of these cameras. Knox will do the same.
So you're at the docks, and what are you doing? So you've got 2 successes. So how are you doing this?
I want to try and see if there are well-placed cameras for where the spinner, not just where the spinners landed, but like being able to see as much of the area as possible, but also have a likely understanding of what's the natural path towards a bunch of gates. What's the natural path towards a meeting spot? What is a good discrete spot that's super noisy, and try to find something that, like, okay, I've got a camera that hits the entryway, the meeting spot, and clearly pointed towards a door. Can I get myself and Knox on 2 different dock platforms to maximize efficacy? And sort of cover as much ground as possible with those 2.
Gotcha. Yeah, so with that, give me 1 second. So with that, you're going to find there's actually several cameras in the area that could work. Let me just... Yeah. I would like the 2 of you to do an insight check for me, please.
Insight.
Push. I'm gonna push the D10.
Oh, boss.
Good damn it.
Did he get stressed
What?
for those double ones? on
Oh,
the
yeah.
push?
I should take stress for that, and I think one of those
Yeah.
stresses can be canceled out by the cigarette. But
Where did you get
There
the
you go.
double ones? I can't remember where it was. It was like way
the
back
double
there.
ones was me trying to persuade
Push.
Crumpack.
Oh, there it is.
pushing on the
Jesus
Crumpack.
Christ.
So
All right. Insight
I'm going to
for
need
me.
one from... Yep.
Insight. Dude, I'm really shitty at it. Insight.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe not.
Not this time.
Nice.
So you will remember I don't know if it's just because you're hungry, because you expended a lot of energy earlier, but you see this glowing sign for a noodle house, and you're like, and that triggers something in your mind. There was a receipt for a noodle house that was on the docks.
And a
Marushan
newspaper
Ichiban.
clipping about it.
Mhm. So with double success, you'd remember both of those.
Okay, wait, where's the newspaper clipping? Looking for it.
I don't think she showed it
It
to
should
us.
be in
was
your.
a li-
It,
Did we get
it
a
was.
picture of it?
Looking at the
It-
evidence.
It was
Um,
one of the. It was one of the things we found in the apartment. It's in that list. That long list I
By the
posted.
bathroom. Not broken glass. Not
I
the
think there was an
evidence.
advertisement in the newspaper from first episode.
Oh, I think
Maybe.
you're right.
Here we go.
But yeah,
Newspaper.
if you look at that right after K-bar knife, it's the third line. Newspaper clipping for Noodle House on the dock. Marushan Ichiban.
Where's that?
Scroll up to the big block of text that I posted in the Roll20 chat.
Gibberty,
No,
gibberty. Independent Sentinel,
Oh, in the Independent Sentinel.
right? Sarah?
Maybe.
What?
I don't know.
No.
Julie said when
I
we
don't
were
remember that
searching the
far.
apartment,
Maybe.
one of the things we
But there was
found
a
was a
receipt.
newspaper clipping for a noodle house on the dock called Marushan
Okay.
Ichiban. And then down at the end of the list, we also found a receipt from said noodle house.
Okay, fair enough. I will trust the copy pasta. So I think we should head on over there, man. We can find something that maybe someone in there knows him or saw him or something like that. Yes, no, maybe so.
All right, I'm also looking at these clues, going, what do we send to Eros while she's at the Esper wall and we're investigating? Going like, what am I?
They were checking out the noodle house.
Yeah, checking out Noodle House now.
Never too early for noodles.
One of the
She gives you-
cameras, and
you
one of the
just get a-
cameras is on the outside of the noodle house, also. By the way.
Great.
I think I'm gonna come to that
You just
dead
get
fucking
a-
lab.
A thumbs up and a great, still waiting for lab results.
Everybody's sarcastic today. I type. So we identified Gerard. Can we also make sure that Gerard is part of that look sign, and maybe just be like, what is the connection between? Actually, you know
Gerard
what?
is the
Hold on.
one we saw in a picture with Mina.
Oh no, not Gerard. Who's the older one? No,
Hawk is the one that's the oldest of them.
but wasn't there a? Who's Soren then?
Soren's dead. He's a dead
Ah.
rep.
Twice. He said twice dead, right?
Twice dead. He's the one that had been recorded as having been retired 3 months ago, but then turned up dead at the spaceport.
Right.
And Gerard is someone that we haven't encountered anywhere else yet, except that there was a photo in Braden's apartment
Of them
of what's her name? Evangeline?
Evanthia.
Mina.
Evanthia. There was a picture
Hogan.
of Evanthia, Mina, Harry. I think that was probably supposed to be Hawk.
Raiden and Hawk.
Braden and Hawk, and then it said, and another guy from the spaceport. Need to identify him, and then immediately after that was Gerard, because right after that we found the photo booth photos of Evanthia and Gerard, and it had the names written on it. So that's how we identified Gerard. But that was Gerard was not on our radar until we found that photo. So Gerard is new to us. He has not previously been investigated. Because the last time that I went digging into everybody's records, we didn't know who he was yet. We didn't have him on our mental radar.
We remember. So the spaceport dock. This was where the body turned up, right? Is there any sort of connection between the noodle house and the corpse? Can we try to connect those dots?
Go talk to people in the noodle house and see what they have to say.
I show photos of Soren and photos of the kids. Try
Who
to
you
connect.
talking to? Staff?
staff first and foremost. I mean, are there regulars in a noodle space dock noodle house?
I
don't know.
mean,
Frequent flyers.
Well, this
probably
is-
like,
Docks. This is the water docks that you're at now.
yeah.
Okay. This is part of my confusion then.
You're not at the spaceport. You're at the docks.
Got it.
Yeah. So, you gonna start with the staff?
I'm gonna have Knox, who seems to be more charming, talk to the dock workers, and I'm gonna try and talk to the noodle house.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. I just, of course, closed out of a character sheet that I was looking at, so I can see that. But all right. So, I would say it's probably another connections role to talk to people.
Okay.
And if you
Y'all one of
need
us can go
to,
first.
if you're trying to not be cop-like, then manipulation.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think like if you're interrogating people and trying to get info, it's more manipulations, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's just because I think connections is more like who you know.
Who you know rather than manipulation, which I am quite good at, surprisingly.
Well, then maybe we should switch. Actually, if you're better at manipulating people and doing subtlety, does that
Mhm.
make more sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Then I'm gonna do connections on dock workers. See if anybody recognizes them. And I'll leave you to the.
Yeah, because isn't
Noodle
Novak like the
elbowing?
street rat I know people guy?
Hmm.
No, that's Abin. That's my other guy.
Oh, right. Shit, got him mixed up.
that is my John Hurt the War Doctor.
That was your R.I.P. Novak character.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Dock workers. 1. Okay. Yeah. So as I sort of dive into the sort of network back there of this is where the dock workers are. I'm gonna find like a security booth. I'm gonna talk to him and get to like a small lunch area and try to sit down with people who do work in the docks and see if they remember anything from a couple days ago.
All right, so you're talking to the dock workers. So, one success. Honestly, they were not subtle. They got out of the cab, and people really don't like their day being disrupted.
Yeah.
With drama. These people, they come in, they do their job, they want to get in, skip all the BS, and get home to their families. And these people came in, all of us were running around, and they will point down a very specific alley. Saw them go down there.
Are there
And
cameras
they're
down
like,
there?
After that, don't know. There's cameras pointing towards the alley, but there's none in the alley. It goes dark as soon as it goes dark. If you know what I'm
Does
saying.
that alley lead anywhere? Or is it just an alley?
It's like
Or are there
Piss
doors
Alley,
as they're past? Yeah. Well, okay.
which is
So
literally a location.
it's like a lot of alleys where there are lots of random doors.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
and
drop coordinates.
possibly, businesses hiding
Heard. Then I'm gonna text people
because they do that.
blind alley in the docks, no camera view spotted in that direction, and I'll give the geolocation so that if I fucking go silent, someone can come collect my corpse.
So who all went down the blind alley?
Nobody yet.
Oh, you're going down the blind alley.
The dock workers were annoyed and didn't specify, but I would assume, Julie, it's which of the 4
All
went down? All. Then
Okay.
I'll just say all.
of the above. They were not quiet and they all went together.
Depending on when the timeline changes, I think I can text to Eros a gif of Gary Oldman saying all of them.
Everyone.
And
I'm gonna say waiting for Knox before I go down creepy alley.
I'm still in the
And
noodle
Knox.
shop. Yeah, I'm just like finding out any
Yeah.
more
What do you find out in the noodle shop?
Yeah, just
So you're talking to peoples. So that would be the
Yes.
manipulation one.
Yes. Let's see how well I do. 3 successes.
Fantastically.
Nice.
Okay. The girl you talk to, you go in and she points to a table for you to sit down and brings you a cup of tea.
How quaint.
And she brings herself one and she sits down. I need a break anyway.
Oh, hello there.
And she looks unhappy.
Oh,
And she's like, show me those pictures again.
holds up the KIA.
And she goes, yeah. These 3 were trouble. And points to the girls and Brayden. This guy, he's good. He's good. And there was somebody else with him too. Another guy. And they were trouble. They were rude. They didn't want to tip. But this guy here, Mr. J, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, that one. I saw what he did. He's a regular. He comes in. He tips nice. But I saw what he did. He waited until everybody else had paid and they were standing up. He looked at what they did with those tips. And then he put some more down, more than what he usually does to cover for them and their attitude. But people need to learn how to tip right. We live off of this. Like, how am I supposed to put food on the table if they don't give me nothing? So, but Mr. J here, he took care of me. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
But as far as that was, I saw that group like a week ago, but a few days ago now, I saw Mr. J with these 3. And he looked pale. Boy never looks pale. He's always super tan. He looked pale. He had like no color in his face. And he looked mad. Like, I know he's got resting Viking face, but like this was different. He was not he was not happy. So, but yeah, so listen. There's this place. And there's really only a couple businesses down that alley. But with as mad as he was, really there's probably only one place he was going. At the end of that alley, there's a door. And it's a guy who's gonna hook you up. Now what's his name? It's 8 legs and a round body, and the women eat their husbands.
Black Widow.
But it's not a Black Widow, but it's that kind of bug.
Oh, a spider.
Yeah,
Spider.
you want to see Spider.
So his name is Spider.
Yeah, that's who we want to see.
Okay, got it. So just go down, knock, knock, knock. Hey, looking for Spider.
I mean, you might want to be a little more sly than that, but yeah.
Hey, Spider.
Yeah, that voice doesn't work for me,
Oh,
but
shit.
I'm sure some lovely lady does. But I like girls better. But anyway, you try that on him. He might like that.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Real quick, any of them like have you say trouble? Like, what are they tossing stuff around, making a lot of noise? Like, what happened?
Rude
Rude people.
people, so rude. Like no, I'm not. You ordered this. Just because you change your mind doesn't mean I'm gonna switch it up on you. No,
Got
you
it,
get
got
what you
it.
pay for.
Yeah. But none of them are like violent right? None of them are
Nah.
causing any problems, showing any kind of hardware.
Just they acted like spoiled brats.
Yeah, kids, yeah. Cool.
No respect.
Yeah, totally. Respect. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, you've been super helpful. I'm sorry that your day is so shitty. Just on keeping on.
It'll be fine. Especially if I get tip nice today.
Yeah. Hey, best of luck with that. Awesome. See ya.
She kind of winks at you like expectantly.
Just walks right out.
Of course. Julie, could you clarify?
At least if it's a J, nice.
Could you clarify who she was pointing at when she was saying these guys were bad and Mr. J is nice?
Hawk Jensen was the nice one.
Hawk Jensen is Mr. J. Okay.
So yeah. And the Mina and Marla and
Raiden.
Braden.
She said Braden was okay at first, but okay. So she didn't mean that.
I think she meant Mr. J, like, yeah, Jensen.
Okay.
Mr. J is good. But the
Mr.
other
J
ones
is
were
good,
entitled.
Mina, Marla, and Braden suck. Okay. And Mr. And Hawk was the one who was pale and has resting Viking face?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Resting Ranger Village face.
I feel like you were just talking to Harley Quinn there.
I know.
Jay.
Especially with that accent. I stopped myself from busting in with that.
She's got
but it was there.
Giant hammer over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to reconnect with Novak and sort of let him in on that information. Spider.
Cool. Yep.
Behind the door down the hall, or down the alleyway. Ain't no more.
Together, question mark. Find other entrance, question mark.
Yeah, together. For sure. With a 4.
And then I'm gonna retweet my own earlier post of guns.
Guns. Yes, as many gun memes as Knox can post.
Oh no, it's just gonna be Nick Frost and Simon Pegg from Hot Fuzz.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Damn shame.
And then I will set my PKD to. There's a Sonic setting, right?
There is a Sonic setting.
Yeah, I'm gonna set my PKD to Sonic setting so we can try and get information. Stun more than murder.
Mm-hmm. Sonic round.
And then I'm gonna sort of find a spot where I can sort of sit near the edge of the alley for a second and see if I can see any cameras down the alley, or like private business cameras, since we know that there are no docks cameras.
So there's, from the businesses, you can only see as far as where the shadows lie. You can't see maybe more than about 5-8 feet down the alley.
Right.
And then all the cameras lose their angles. And it's just dark.
So there's no cameras in the alley for like business security. Cool. Are there any doors with spiders easily visible from the first 5 to 8 feet at the start of the alley?
This is a long alley that gets dark and gross. More gross and more gross as you get down it. And are you going down the alley?
Not without Knox, no.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were together already.
Yeah, we are together.
Oh, we are. Then yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay.
sort of look at both sides with the intent of spider door traces, anything looks like a scuffle or blood or major wreckage, any forced doors, anything like that.
I think an investigation.
Observation.
Is that a thing? Observation. There you go. That's the word. To see if you see. Yeah.
Nat on the 12.
Yeah. So you
yes.
do see. You definitely see a few bloody handprints on the wall down the alley. And as you keep going. And the alley does dead end. And
Okay.
if you're following all those handprints down, you will see one actually on the door at the end of the alley.
We're going to slow as we start to follow that trail of handprints, and I'm going to pull out a cigarette and smoke it and just be like, we can cover our tracks if they think it's a smoke break. And I'm going to gain point of resolve back to de-stress myself a little
Good
bit
idea.
and just be like, let's get ready for this shit. And then I'm going to do like my post-run, haven't quite slept, but definitely limbered up stretches to get ready for if we have to deal with Chase. And then I'm going to say, your choice, kick or knock.
Oh, for sure, knock. It's part of my name. Anyway, let's go.
And I'm going to thumb the latch, but keep it in the holster, hidden with the trench coat over the shirt and the bulletproof vest.
Okay. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits.
Yeah.
All right. So you hear normal noises from the other side of the door, and when after you knock, everything just goes quiet for a second. And then somebody says, "No solicitors."
Oh no, I don't solicit anything.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy named Spider.
So the waitress's name was Lisa. Just to give you that.
Thank you, appreciate that.
And what do you want to do with Spider?
Oh, I don't want to do anything. I just want to simply talk to him.
Who sent you?
No one sent me, really. I'm just here really for Lisa. Lisa had a real rough time last week or so, and she just said she wanted to thank him personally for his great conduct. Um, well, his great conduct as well as the conduct of another one of the guests at her establishment. Someone named by the name of Hawk.
Roll a manipulation, please.
You got it.
Nice. Work that magic.
2 successes.
Somebody opens the door,
Okay.
and it is dark in there.
Ooh, it's dark in here.
And just this flashing neon light behind him, like lights flickering, almost like emergency strobe lights. And he looks at the two of you, and he sighs and he rolls his eyes. Fucking cops. What do you want?
Nothing bad. Just looking for Hawk, actually.
This is no place to talk. Come in here.
Sure.
And he invites you guys in. And I'm going to let you see what Spider looks like.
Swear to God, if he looks like a spider, I'm hilariously.
I
This is
really hope-
Spider. Oh, look at Spider.
I was hoping he would have a giant spider tattoo on his face.
No, it's behind his ear.
Nice.
I may know who this person is.
It
Some
looks
of
a
you
lot
may
I
like
know
someone.
3 guys that look exactly like him. Yeah.
I know someone who looks a lot like this, but I don't think Julie knows them. So
Yeah. I was gonna say Mac.
But
It is.
But-
Mac, exactly.
This is Mac.
it is.
I knew it.
It's Mac.
Is it Mac?
Told
Love
you.
it.
Nice.
I have resources.
It's smart.
Fair.
I have things.
I do believe Mac owns
And-
those goggles too.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. Well, see, now
I
this
reached out to a certain
completely-
somebody.
Yeah.
Completely changes my opinion of who Spider is as a person now.
Yeah. Now I don't want to destroy his entire
Divorce
life.
yourself from all of it.
And for those in chat who are in Discord, there's a bigger picture for you. So there you go. All right.
Amazing.
So yeah,
So he
Spider,
ushers you
yeah.
in, and he does a little clap, and the lights come back on.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen one of those in forever. Amazing.
And before
Shocking what
you
technology
see
survived the blackout.
I know.
clap on, clap off. It's the clapper. I shouldn't remember that.
That's okay.
Oh, my
We
my
all
grandmother
do.
used to put her Christmas tree lights on a clapper.
Memories.
So what you
So you're
see
watching
before
that
you,
TV show where there's applause and then they all start going nuts.
Oh, my family is very loud, so it would just constantly turn the tree on and off during Christmas. My cousin Andrew could turn it off every time he coughed.
It's
very funny.
give somebody a seizure with that.
Amazing if you could hook someone's pacemaker up to that thing. Great. Just like
Mr. Knox, don't make me use your government name now.
I want to go when the cameras go. Take me out with Merv Griffin.
So,
Oh,
on that lovely note, so what you see before you is it looks like a triage. It looks like triage area. So, like a MASH unit,
oh Jesus.
if you guys
Now I know why he's
right?
wearing
And there's
the
about
white lab coat.
And this guy, it's really clear the second those lights come on. This guy is an off the book stock.
Mm-hmm.
Saw
And
those.
Couldn't tell by the mad scientist goggles that he's wearing on his head.
and
I'm getting some Johnny
He-
Mnemonic vibes right
For
now.
real.
Love that movie.
so he brings you guys in, and there are people on the tables, and they are just metal tables.
Jesus.
Her-
Like, and there's like a towel rolled up behind some of their heads, so they don't have their head like right on the metal table. And there are curtains, those lovely green curtains separating people, and at least one of them has a sheet pulled up over the top, completely covering it. Come back to my office. Let's talk.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So he takes you in, and it's surprisingly very clean in his office, like meticulously clean, like not a spot of dust anywhere, and you're not sure how. Meticulously clean. And the second he walks in, he immediately uses hand sanitizer, and he looks at the two of you expectantly, like you need to do the same.
Wash my hands.
So, and he's like, please have a seat. And there's a couple chairs in front of his desk. All right, let's get this over with. What do you want to know?
Well, first off, I'd like to find out if you happen to know his whereabouts.
Who?
Hawk, Mr. Spider. Hawk. Or is it Dr. Spider? Or is it Dr. Mr. Spider? Or is it Spider PhD? Could you just let us know? Is that your real name, Spider?
You know what you need to know. For that, it's just Spider. Look, all right. What do you want to know about him?
Just ask now twice. Sorry. Ask a third time. Do you happen to know his whereabouts?
No.
I'm gonna lean against the edge of the wall next to the door so that if anybody does come in, I can sort of like, I'm not like when the door opens, I'm right here, so that if he's got backup being called or he's pulling weird shit, that we are still covering our own backs and not
He's
locked
sitting
in.
with his hands like this, with his elbows propped on his desk, very obviously keeping his hands in front of him,
Okay.
because he doesn't want to get shot. So he's very specifically having his hands up. No, I don't know where he is now.
But you know where he was.
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit about that? We're concerned for his safety.
Safety.
Yeah, you should be. But more so about the people that were with him.
Why's that?
He's gonna heal. The other one,
Which
not.
other
It's
one?
probably not. He seems really reluctant to give y'all any information. Roll me another manipulation.
Me or
The first one was just to get it either or both.
Oh yeah.
You're better at manip.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, well, it's really amazing what you've done here in this place. It would be a real horrible shame if, I don't know, medical board or anything like that, or even the department been tipped off as to this particular possible illegal use of medical tools, or be like real bad state of affairs for your business, I would assume. 2-6.
Nice.
Look, I don't want you here. I'm gonna tell you what I know. But threaten me again, and you're not leaving. Now keep that trap up. They came in. Okay? Yeah, they were here. And I patched him up. Hawk points to the picture. He had through and through. Shoulder. Right shoulder. This guy here, I don't know his name. Hadn't seen him before. Only seen the other guy. I've seen him at the noodle house. But this guy, never seen him before, but he was in a bad way. He had gunshot wounds to the abdomen. Told him
Which one?
they needed to take him. He points to a picture of Braden.
Thank you.
He had multiple gunshot wounds to the abdomen. Told them that I'm limited resources here. He needed to get to the hospital. Mostly, I am stitching up kids, helping people who get sick, who can't afford it. I am their little clinic on the corner that they give me tamales and tacos and lasagna as payment. So I eat. They bring me food, I eat, and they get fixed up. This is not a trauma place. I do the best I can, but I don't have that much stuff here. So when you talk about threatening to close me, this is a real sore subject because most of these people would not be alive if I wasn't here to help them with their common cold, because the common cold will kill you if you let it go. They do not have the immune system. They don't have the vitamins. They do not have the nutrition that they need down here. It's a bad way. So what I do down here helps keep these people alive. Now I'm hoping that because I am candid with you right now, you will take those original thoughts and spit them out of your mouth and never say them again in my presence, and not send anybody back here. I've given you all I know,
Love this guy.
but that's it. I'm here to take care of my people.
Okay. Yeah. So So do you have like his address? Anything like that? Anything that we can potentially find him? Hawk, I mean, not the people who are dead.
GM to players. You have that information already.
We do have Hawk's address.
He was one of the bartenders.
Yeah, we got his address from the bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, from the two hot older ladies.
Yes.
The twins. From
So-
twins who are so
Yeah.
smitten with you.
I know.
Did they say anything about how they got these mysterious common colds that you helped treat? Like why one of them had a gunshot wound and the other had a clean through and through, or was this sort of a no questions asked patch job?
We don't ask questions down here. We just take care of each other.
It's nice.
Sorry,
Do
chiming in
I-
to clarify from the outside,
Yeah.
this happened right after the spaceport. Like,
I was gonna say
Right.
that was the next
mechanical
question.
spaceport
Is
that
this
took
the
us
spaceport?
to
Is there something else? Okay.
This is
Yeah.
definitely the space.
This was directly after spaceport.
Yeah,
But we're
like this
still-
is where the cab took them after the spaceport.
Yeah, so Braden died of his injuries. Knox got shot in the shoulder. He got patched up by Dr. Spider. And this third one, that's gotta be what's his face?
Gerard.
Gerard, who's also dead.
No, we have Gerard.
He was not with them.
Oh,
there
that's
were
right. Gerard's
two
not dead.
girls.
It's the other guy. Doran. Doran is
Soren.
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 Soren is dead.
Doran. Soren's dead.
So Gerard's unaccounted
Soren was
for,
dead.
correct?
Gerard is unaccounted
Correct.
for. He only entered our radar at the apartment last night. That
Right
was
on.
the first notice of him.
All right.
But I'm pretty sure what happened is we saw him in the photograph, and then Julie said, "Yes, you saw him on the Esper wall, and he was at the spaceport."
Got
but
it.
we
Okay.
don't. But he had not previously been in our field of view.
Okay.
All right. So, I guess, I think Novak, do you think that we should what to so should probably
I think the good doctor has given us more than an effective prescription. Then we need to go make sure that we can get it filled.
yeah. Thank you.
Nothing else for us here. Nothing to report, certainly.
Yeah, for sure. I think that this place is on the up and up. I hope the business that you have is burgeoning. Hope more people who are wounded and dying come to your place of business. And yeah, I think that you do well. It all goes well for you.
And I'll do I have any business, like, I don't know how detectives keep business cards, but like, and if anything that you think ever might come across your desk for our concerns ever comes up again, we would love to continue making sure that you stay open. I'm gonna try and work off a Knox on this despite being straight laced and be like, how can I learn how to do this?
He's gonna take your card, and if I scratch your back, you're gonna have to scratch mine. Right now, we're even. I like it when things stay even.
Sounds fair to me. You keep him alive so we can interrogate him, and we have no problem knowing that you're here, but you're not here.
We never saw each other. And he looks at the business card, like, and then he lights it on fire.
Mhm.
But you see, there's not much in the way of paperwork in his office.
Yeah.
You'd probably be willing to bet this guy has a photographic memory and he doesn't need to keep it.
I'm gonna turn to Knox and say, that was pretty cool. Was that cool? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I like that the burning thing was very cinematic. Yeah.
Thank
And he
you,
does it right
Sheldon.
in front of you too. He just like pulls out a lighter.
And then I think I'm gonna turn up my collar and then open the door and start walking on out.
Yeah.
Before I shut the door, I say, hey, just one last thing. We've got a guy down at LAPD headquarters. His name is Coco. I feel like he's not really like vibing with the job. Can I put you in for a possible second? Yes? No?
He just stares at you like nothing.
Super.
The
Cool.
eccentric
stares at you.
CSI doctor.
Like just stares at you like you need to leave. He doesn't say it. He just stares at you.
Thumbs up, closes the door.
Okay.
Have the day you deserve, officer.
He's going to have a great day.
Yes, exactly.
Could you take a
Great.
look
I
at his
think
eyes?
as we start strolling down the creepy alley, I'll just be like, we don't need to put that one in the books. It might be worth having this for our own quiet handlings and making sure that we can keep an eye on contacts. This is not my forte, but I think that's how we do this.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, about right. You got to teach me how to to be friends with everybody because I suck at that.
Listen, I don't know if friendly is the right word, but I found that directness gets me mostly where I want to go. It's about giving them information without too much vulnerability.
Oh, for me,
Listen,
it's kind of the opposite.
okay.
Yeah, I never give anybody any information about anything. Maybe show enough vulnerability to at least tell me what I think that they should give me.
Well,
Are you guys all just talking like as you're in the alley leaving and
yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're totally just being like,
Yeah,
this is not the job it used to be.
on the
Let
way
me
to the
put it that
spinner,
way.
right? Yeah.
when you get back to the spinner, do you do anything right away?
I think we're gonna
Check in.
I think we're gonna check in and see if there was any results from the Esper wall and
Yeah.
make it look like we're gonna keep all this off PKD,
Mm.
so that this can be sort of a back pocket thing for the team, but not necessarily a thing that has been pinged on the radar in case there's any crooked cops that know that they've
Yeah.
been
We shouldn't
exposed or
turn
that
this
we have
into
something quiet.
to Holden or anything like that.
Yeah. And then I think we're going to head towards the address and go, nothing here. Let's see if we can trace backwards.
Fair.
And then maybe make it look like going to Hawk's apartment, because we were mostly following Braden off of Hawk. And I think that was really where we screwed up with the first attempt at the bar.
Yep.
And so following Hawk instead is going to be, and maybe we're just following the wrong lead entirely, and leave a sort of paper trail for that.
Well, we didn't
as
know
the-
that
as the
Braden was
evidence.
dead. So
That's also fair.
dead.
And there were things there that were helpful.
Very.
So that was that's now the end of the day shift for all four of you. And so now we're heading into evening. So are you going to check in with your team and let them know anything before you go to the next thing?
I think we're going to say seemed to be a shady alley, no further details. Trying
Oh,
a different lead.
you're not telling us about the doctor?
We're going to tell you off PKD
Yeah.
when we get back to the
Oh, okay.
station.
Live. We'll do it live.
Gotcha.
Got it. No paper trail. Got it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Except,
Okay.
here's the thing. Lara's gonna waste a whole shitload of time searching for Braden on the wall if you don't tell her that Hawk is the person we need to be paying attention to. She's gonna need some of this information.
I think, like I said, we're going to say, feels like a dead end. Let's try Hawk and then make that.
Oh, okay. There we go. That was the clarity I wanted.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, all right. Cool.
All right. So you two are going to head to Hawk's apartment next, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And Eros, we're starting your evening shift. And here's my question for the players. Crime Lab. So players, we're at 12:30. How is everybody doing? Are we good for one more shift?
I got one more shift in me.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. All right. Just
Rock
want
and
to
roll.
check bases. Just want to make sure everybody's doing okay. All right. So, Miss Eros.
At this point, I think that Lara has literally spent an entire shift waiting for these goddamn results and is starting to reach the end of her fucking temper, especially because some of this shit was dropped off yesterday. So at this point, she has just doodled on like 5 pages of her notebook, has occasionally gotten texts from Novak, has no idea what Raiden is up to, and just flips to a new page and just writes out a list of all of the results that she is waiting for. And just marches into the crime lab and she's like, "Hi, Coco. Please tell me my results are ready." And she
All
like
right.
slams the list down on a table. So just to back up, because I've got results from yesterday first.
So we're going to back up and I'm going to let you know all the forensics they've been able to get you so far.
Okay. So from the spaceport,
Mhm.
I had the piece of blue fabric from Sam's hand and samples from under Sam's nails.
So The DNA evidence under the RDU nails belongs to someone by the name of Braden Lore. So,
And that
and
also tracks because that blue mesh shirt.
the piece of torn fabric, genuine cotton, blue, torn, and they say possibly from a garment, but then there is an addition to it below it saying that they have confirmed that it matches the shirt that you found in Braden's apartment.
Okay, great.
And the caliber of all the bullets match RDU standard issue PKDs
Which bullets?
from
The bullets
both
from the crime scene?
sides. From the LAX spaceport. So not
Okay.
just from the RDU agent, but from the people firing back, all bullets.
Okay, so they had already guns. Interesting. All right.
And there was a partial bloody footprint, male size 11 tennis shoe. But they said they're going to need something to compare it to see who it belongs to. Now, that's what it initially says, but the team that went in after you to get more information from Braden Lore's apartment, they took some of his shoes too, and they did confirm that that's Braden Lore's footprint.
Okay.
So you've got a lot of evidence confirming.
Okay, so
there.
that's all spaceport details right there.
That's your spaceport details.
Now, apartment details. I took so many things from that apartment, including used condoms.
Yeah, so DNA evidence on that. That you're going to get DNA male and female, Braden and his girlfriend, Mina. You get both of
Oh,
those.
Mina. Oh,
Mina is the girlfriend.
Mina is the human. Keely was the rep. Okay, that was the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Just I had to get my names right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then, so you've got both of their DNA on multiple discarded condoms.
Okay.
Blood evidence. From the apartment, you find Braden's, and then you find another sample of blood, but you don't have anything to compare it to.
Okay, so we have an unknown blood sample from Braden's apartment. Cool.
Yep. So still speculative as to, like, get me something to compare it to.
And is the unknown blood from the bloody handprints in the shower?
Yes. And on some of the rags.
Okay, shower and rags, so somebody else might have been bleeding. Okay. And then the broken glass in the kitchen with the lipstick.
So you're going to find DNA on that as well from the lipstick. And there's a couple of different shades of lipstick there. And you find DNA on one that matches Mina, and the other one is also coming back, and it's coming back as Marla.
Marla, the rep. Okay. So she's there at some point.
And they said there's something red there that wasn't blood. These were wine glasses.
And the scrapings from under Braden's fingernails?
Matches the RDU agent.
It's Sam. Okay.
Samuel. Sam.
All right, Sam. All right. So clearly those two got into it. All right. So.
And you'll remember from the footage that Braden and Sam were actually in hand to hand.
Okay, so then all that track. So, and are his autopsy results in? He died as a result of those gunshot wounds, even though they were stitched up?
Yes.
Okay.
And Coco will tell you these stitches were quite well done. This wound was cleaned well. There was just this was never going to work. Hospital wouldn't have fixed it either. He was too far gone.
Thanks for that, Coco. And I'm working on the patience thing. And she'll give the cat one more scratch and march over to the Esper wall. Because
You can do that in
now
the same shift. I'll let you do that.
yeah. So, because I waited a whole shift for these results, I really hope I can do something else today.
Yes, yes.
So now knowing that, confirmed with the message from Knox that Braden seems to be a dead end following the boyfriend was not what they needed to do. They said they're going to go check out Hawk's apartment. She is going to hit up the Esper wall and try to trace Hawk's movements from out of that blind alley and see where he goes next. And she's also going to try to search for images of Gerard now that we know that he is in some way a player.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
All right.
I believe
So
that's
that
tech.
it is Le Tech, and I believe I get advantage on this for being a scientist. Tech, let's go. Are you fucking kidding me?
Ooh.
It's rough.
Sorry, I'm gonna push
Wanna
the two I
push?
can. Oh yeah. There we
All
go.
right.
Jesus Christ.
One success.
Okay.
So
There you go.
so this is the one success is to trace Hawk. And then I'll roll again for Gerard.
Thanks to Knox and Novak, you got information about where some of these cameras were, and we were able to, and with the Esper wall, able to get a better location of starting point to take your footage in the first place. So that's why you're able to get this, because you had a more precise alley point than just checking all the alleys.
Yeah.
So because you had a more precise point, you're able to see the four of them going in and the four of them probably about 2-3 hours later coming back out. And they walk about half a block before they catch a cab. But
grab
this
that license
one
plate.
does not have numbers. This is more like a gypsy cab.
Okay.
So no numbers, no plates. Just looks like a regular car.
Okay.
So like
But can I
he had
see
something
where
neon that he put on top of the car, and the second they got in, he pulled it off.
can I follow this car though? To get an idea of where they went from the docks.
You're going to be able to trace this for a while, but this guy seems to know where all the blind spots are.
Okay.
And you are able to trace him out of the dock area and get out of sector 12, but you lose him about halfway up to sector 1.
So roughly where? Like,
I'd say I'm going to ping for you. I say you lose him right about here where that intersection giant.
okay, lose him at
Where
the
all
big
those streets
interchange south of the red light district. Okay.
Yep.
So,
So you lose him
guessing
about
that
there.
means okay, lose it.
But it would make sense, right?
It was heading to Braden's apartment. So I would like to make another roll to then start watching the cameras outside Braden's apartment to see who goes up with him and if I can see where they go after they leave him there.
Okay, give me another roll.
Come on, techie tech tech. There we go. That's fucking better.
There you go. You're like, finally, oh my gosh.
I'm like, I've got, this is a double A roll with advantage. Come on, dice.
So you see the four of them go in,
Okay.
and the girls, just from body language, you can see they're like freaking out. Hawk is carrying Brayden, and he doesn't look like he's doing all that great either. And they're barely able to get him up and inside. And probably about 2-3 hours later, 4 hours later, they come running out, and they run into the streets and run down the street, and you're able to trace them for a while. They run a couple blocks, and then they dip down a dark alley with no camera.
Of course they do.
So, but you're able to trace them for quite a while. And with that roll, I would say you start looking in other areas around, see if they pop out of the alley, and you're able to see them pop in and out of alleys where there were no cameras several times before finally you lose one and you can't find it back up.
All right, so it's very clear that they know where the cameras are and they are avoiding
Very
them.
much. Like if you didn't know what they were wearing, you wouldn't have known it was them, because their faces are hidden after they go down that first alley. All of their faces stay covered.
Okay, so are they still in the red light district when I lose them? I'm assuming, since they're on foot.
Yes,
Okay.
they were still.
What
red light.
general direction were they headed? Like, because if the guys are going to Hawk's apartment and they know where Hawk's apartment is, were they headed like toward Hawk's apartment? Were they headed towards the club? Were they headed?
Do you know?
It seemed like they had a choice. We know where the club was, and we know what Hawk's address is.
Mm-hmm. So both Hawk's apartment and the club are very close to each other, and
Okay.
they were heading in that general direction.
Heading in that general direction. Okay. I will.
In a zigzag up and down and round kind of way.
Okay.
Backtrack
I will. Okay. I will shoot a message to the team, letting them know that basically, yeah, saying that I followed them from the docks. They wound up in the red light district. I saw like they were all in Braden's apartment, but I'm pretty sure he died while they were there and they freaked. And it looks like they were headed towards Hawk's place. They definitely know where the blind spot, and and I'll make it clear, like, they definitely know where the blind spots are. Like, they know what they're doing. These may be spoiled teenagers, but at least one of them knows what's up. And then my final search, I'm just going to do a broad city search to figure out who this Gerard guy is.
So you're basically doing like a background check on the guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Go give me one more roll.
And we push. All, please. God damn it, and I take a stress point. All right, I have clearly been staring at this wall for hours now, and I am starting to go fucking cross-eyed.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will kind of like, I don't know, probably throw something at the Esper wall, like my empty styrofoam coffee cup, because I'm pissed that I can't find the information that I want. And shoot off another message to the team that says, if you find any of them, we got to find out who this Gerard guy is. I got nothing here. And then she's going to go get some shitty police station coffee and use it to wash down a couple of aspirin.
All right, Mr. Raiden, what are you doing?
Um, well, I guess did we have a chat with the councilwoman?
You
The other
have.
two did on the first day. Knox and
Yeah.
Novak went to
Mhm.
talk to her.
Got you. What did we get from her?
Not a ton.
She didn't like Braden. That's pretty much what we got.
Didn't like the
Okay.
boyfriend, thought he was bad news.
What a surprise. And then how much of uh
Wait, no, so Marla is a rep. But we found
Marla's the rep, Mina is not.
Okay, but so
Keely.
Keely
we
is the
did
rep.
find Keely is the dead rep. Marla is the still living rep who is currently running around with Mina. Okay.
Right.
Because we got Marla's DNA off the wine glass. So okay, just making sure. But
Gotcha.
it wasn't her unknown blood, and it wasn't Mina or Marla's unknown blood. So that's interesting.
But do we have a why or how yet as to like an unregistered older Mina being able to sort of stay old-ish or older-ish, right? There's a nanny and a maid, and they're different. Are they different
So
ages? Am I crazy?
different ages,
Yeah.
but there's nothing like the files for Marla. She might as well not even exist.
Which in and of itself raises a lot of suspicions because the
Yeah.
congresswoman. So like
Yeah.
the obvious piece is clearly the congresswoman has either made them disappear or made them disappear because it was illegal, but somehow this misplaced replicant is still kicking around. So the question is are they protecting her, Mina, or is she somehow using her aged information to protect the kids? And if so, we're still missing the why. Right? Am I crazy? Is it
well
the thing we can't
I
fucking
mean,
fit into the puzzle?
my assumption.
Marla
Go ahead, Ben.
Marla was the nanny.
Yes.
She was the replicant nanny.
Of
So
Mina
more likely than not, Mina is severely attached to her.
and trying to save her.
Right.
That's
my
where
That
I've
would be-
been leaning.
That's been my assumption the whole time. They were trying to get her off world. They were trying to save her.
But this is a lot of
And-
know-how for a bunch of rich and or shady kids.
I think this is
combined.
where Hawk comes. I feel like this is where Hawk comes in because Hawk is the one who knew where the doctor was.
And where the cameras are.
Yeah, I'm guessing that he is the one who is leading that part. Because Braden
Okay,
also
so-
did Braden also work at the club where Hawk worked?
Yes, that was what led us to the
Yeah,
beginning issue.
So I'm thinking, I'm guessing spoiled rich girls went out for a night of clubbing in the seedy part of town to blow off some steam, met some cute boys. One of them met a cute boy. She started dating him. She's getting all freaked out because her best friend's rep nanny or rep maid is about to be retired. And she's like, what if the same thing is going to happen to Marla? I can't let that happen. And he's like, oh, well, I know a guy who can get him off world. That's my whole assumption going in here. But we just need to track.
Okay.
We need to track these fuckers down and find out how it turned into a gunfight.
Yes.
And the fact is I am not uploading to the mainframe that the gun that all of the bullets in the firefight were from RDU weapons. That is something that I am holding back to tell these guys in person because again, don't want any crooked cops. Whichever crooked cops got these guns into the hands of these other people, I don't want them finding out that I know.
And it'll undermine the department for the next 10 years.
Also that.
Yep.
Which is my excuse if anyone finds out that I didn't upload.
Well, Coco
Coco
uploaded
knows,
it.
but nobody's checking that shit.
Mm-mm.
Coco's good.
Yeah.
All right. Then
So
I am gonna hunt down the councilwoman. Was it Doran Chase?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hunt her down. Where am I gonna find her at this time of day?
She's at home.
Okay.
She's distraught about her child. She's at home. So she'll be working from home. She'll have her laptop at home and be working from home, taking calls from home so that she can be there hopefully for her kid to get home. And honestly, she's probably not doing much work. Just telling people to leave her the heck
Are
alone.
we circling up at the office and splitting up again, or are we just splitting up and then planning to circle back with more information? Now that we are mostly all holding something back, should we combine
I would
thoughts
say
first?
you guys can have a free 5 minutes at a coffee shop,
Great. I'll take
Yeah.
it.
That sounds like a good idea.
but let's
Yeah,
think
like we'll
about
say
timeline where we are.
that
Yeah.
if we say after I got the crime lab results, I popped my head out. Like we all popped out for coffee. They like dropped by on their way to Hawks, and Raiden popped out on his way to the council because getting the
So-
results wouldn't take that long.
Works for me.
So getting the results wouldn't take that long. So yeah, if they stopped by the precinct or the coffee
Yeah.
shop across the street from the precinct, then I will allow that.
Okay, so that's where we do our little side info where Raiden and I find out about the off the book stock and the fact that Braden most likely died from his injuries. I can say yes, the autopsy results confirm that, and tell them about the ballistics. And then the Esper Wall stuff, they won't find out until I message it at the end of the shift.
Correct.
Love it.
Cool.
All right. So that is the end of your evening shift. And so Raiden, you're heading to see the Chases again, the
Correct.
council member. Okay. Strange. It's almost like she's expecting you. They usher
Is
you
that
right
real?
on in. And even though you weren't the one who was there before, because you saw Evanthea, you didn't see
Correct.
the other. So, but she knows exactly who you are. Please, Mr. Raiden, have a seat.
I'll sit down.
What updates do you have for me? Do you know where my
Well,
daughter is?
we're in the process of tracking your daughter down. Obviously, you were correct, and not liking the boyfriend. Definitely a piece of crap. But we have other questions. So, one of the reps that was involved in the shooting and is with your daughter, is it turns out that there's no info whatsoever. There's no file. Everything on this rep has been completely erased. And there's no record of her existence at all. But the problem is that she is your daughter's nanny. And we want to know how and why this record disappeared.
She flinches for a second and goes pale and then kind of shakes her head out of it. And I'd like you to give me a manipulation, please.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
The highs and the
She
lows.
was not expecting that question. So, yeah. And she's
I believe
between
her
that
name
and
is
her
Marla.
emotional between that and her emotional state right now of not knowing where her daughter is. Marla is special to us. She sighs and then pulls out a little binder, sort of, right? A little photo album. She opens it up and you see a little girl, infant, and Marla looks the same way she does right now. You flip the page, flip a few pages. Now you see a toddler, and then you see elementary school age, then middle school, then high school. Same girl, but getting older, all standing next to you and hugging Marla. And Marla doesn't look like she's aged a day.
Yep. So who was it that made her record disappear?
If you know people, really know them, and you can pay good money for good information. And, sometimes the barter system comes into play. And I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Okay.
Mina was so attached to her as an infant. She genuinely seemed to think it was her auntie. And it broke my heart when I realized how short a life expectancy the replicants had. And I made some calls. And we made a deal. Same model. Same look on the outside. A few upgrades on the inside. All the memories from the old rep downloaded into the new rep seamlessly. So it was as if no day had passed. And as soon as all the information was there, the old one was retired. And we've gone through several. And then it was decided that replicants couldn't live anymore. We were able to go quite a while without anybody knowing. And we were trying to keep it that way. But when it comes down to it, my daughter's safety is my priority. And this town is my priority. But this would be a massive scandal. She narrows her eyes at you. Now, Mr. Raiden, can you imagine what a little indiscretion, the waves and ripples in a pool that would cause?
Oh, I certainly can. But fortunately, as a parent, my concern is also the return of your daughter. But I have to make the connections in order to figure out the whole of the puzzle. Now, I don't have to report the whole of the puzzle. I only have to report the important parts that bring your daughter home and solve the puzzle of one of our detectives being shot to death in an airport. So there's certain things that I have to do and I have to get done, but I don't have to make the ripples. I can reduce the waves.
Mr. Raiden, if you can reduce those waves, keep the sea calm, then I believe we could have an accord. I can scratch an itch for you, as you for me. And you have my promise. I'll be here when it's time.
This can work out.
She puts out her hand. Before you accept this hand, you better understand what you're doing. This deal will be binding. I know a lot about you, Mr. Raiden.
I'm sure you
I
do.
know a lot. Do an insight check, please. As you shake her hand, a flash of a memory comes into your mind of that party. She was there. She knows exactly what you did at that party.
She's obviously friends with Tyrell then. So she's got buddies over there.
She's got buddies everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we're in agreement. You get my daughter back. You keep this quiet. You keep this out of the media. And I will make sure to keep your secrets safe as well. Eye for an
Sounds good.
eye.
Okay.
And then she switches to this very sweet voice. And if you'd like a bottle of water and some cookies, we've got some on the kitchen counter. Please feel free. We've got it all set up for you. You can have a little snack on your way out.
I appreciate it, Councilwoman. Thank you very much.
Like
And he
that
gets
perfect
up and-
homemakery voice.
Yep.
Check
Yeah,
that
he
water
gets
for
up
rupees.
and as he's walking through the kitchen, he opens the fridge. Is there anything in there besides water?
Oh, it's on the counter waiting for you. You don't have to get in the fridge. It's sitting there on the counter. Oh,
Well,
but
is
you
there
want to open
anybody
her
else?
fridge anyway?
I do.
Well, there is a butler in the kitchen. You gonna open the fridge anyway?
Oh yeah.
Can I help you find something, sir?
The councilwoman told me I could, take a snack. So, is there any alcohol in the fridge?
No, sir. We
I'm
have
not asking
water.
him. I'm looking.
No, sir. No, there isn't.
All right. He shuts the door and starts heading for the door. Is there a liquor cabinet on the way out?
Not on the way.
All right. Too bad. Okay. He heads out the door and heads back to base.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to switch over to Knox and Novak. And after having a quick coffee with Raiden and Eros, you went over to Hawks. What is your plan? You go up together?
I think first if we see if we can sort of scope it out for a little bit of time and see if there's any movement once we know which building and window it is, and then probably figure out if there's people still there or if there's just clues, right?
So you can give me an observation check.
I
The
can
two of
do
you.
one of those. Nope. I'll push it. I'll wait an extra half an hour and just see if there's maybe a little bit more time. Let's push both. They're low. There we go. Success.
Okay.
No failures. No stress.
So this is old school apartment. They actually have the first initial and last name on the buttons
Great.
downstairs. And this is a very straightforward A, B, C, D setup. And this one's at the back of the building as well, but the side of the apartment faces into an alley. And there just happens to be a ladder on the outside. Like fire escape.
As we're sort of cross circling and then meet back up to the front, I'll point that out to him and go, "Do you want to watch the front door or try the ladder?"
I mean, front door.
Knox, give me an observation. Your turn.
Good at these. Ugh.
Do you want to push?
Yeah, I will push it. Sort of looking around. Really see any.
I'll give it to you at advantage because we are looking. You know exactly which apartment is his, so I will give
Alright.
you advantage on this.
Okay. Well, just gonna roll the 6.
If it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think
Just,
you can
say
do
if
an
you just wanna-
advantage with the push roll, but I'll do the d6 again.
Just yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
bullshit. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, but it is with advantage, you said. So I'm gonna roll another d6. Hopefully, I won't get another 1. Got a 4, but that's
Okay.
still not a success.
Still not a success.
Okay.
Yeah. But only one stress point.
I would say it's not a success, but you feel like there's something funny when you look up at the apartment.
Something funny going on up there.
Novak, you want to see what he didn't see? Since
Uh,
he's pointed it, and since he's pointing it out, I'll give it to you at advantage.
sure. I will also go for.
Where is his apartment, by the way? Like,
Yeah,
in what
that's
sector?
a great question.
So you got a cube. A, B in the front, C, D in the back.
What neighborhood?
His is in the back.
Yeah, sorry.
On the
What
alley.
sector? What sector?
Oh, back up, same sector as Braden,
Red light district.
Red light
red light district.
up near the bars and Ragro and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Within walking distance of the twins.
Oh, look at that.
Success.
All right. One is enough. The fire escape, goes right up past their apartment. And it looks like the window is open, maybe about 6 or 8 inches.
Shit.
Okay, so why don't you wait down?
It's hard to tell from that angle, but that's
From
what it
the
looks like
alley.
to you. So
Wait down by the front door, and I'll climb the alley and see if I can't force them out. And there's only one exit that way, or 2, but they'll still come out to the street.
Yeah.
See anybody start running?
Yeah.
It's probably not a janitor.
Worse.
And I'll try and I'll sort of like I'll look at it and go, I limbered up, but not for this. And that's sort of that grimace of fuck. But I'm gonna take to the fire escape and work my way up to the elevator, to the open window. Sorry.
don't worry, he's not on the 12th floor. He's on
Great.
10th.
Is it possible to make a stealth roll the closer I get to their floor?
I'd say if you do it like 2-3 floors down from him.
Great. I'm going to swing myself up sturdily enough, and then when all I have to do is advance up, I'm going to flick the safety latch on my holster so that I can draw if necessary. Because open window could mean ransacked. Open window could mean active ransacking. But that is 2 successes.
Could
Nice.
just be hot in there.
You are so quiet. You put on the right shoes today. Yeah.
Converse.
You get up there and even the crows are looking at you like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Rats don't go scurrying away. They're just like, "Yo, neighbor, what's up, dude? You got some food for me?"
Is there anything I hear or then see coming in the window?
Observation.
Cool. Yeah, trips. That is max success across the board. 2 on a 12
Yeah.
and 1 on an 8.
So, you hear absolutely nothing except for maybe a slight drip of a faucet.
Shit, fuck.
Lights are off, but the neon lights from outside and a slight glow, almost like a nightlight inside. You wouldn't have been able to, not enough light that you would have seen the light from the street, but a low din, right?
Does that
But
din
you
and the
don't
drip?
see anything.
Yeah. Okay. But I don't hear any movement either, which is both a good and a
None.
bad sign.
Right. And you haven't heard the rats in like a couple of floors.
Well, corpse might make more rats, so that's maybe a good sign. I'm gonna. I'm gonna wait for about 10 heartbeats and see if there's any sort of shuffling noise or slamming like someone is actively ransacking, and then I'm gonna climb in through the window. And I'm gonna let him know. Windows open, something all silent up here. Might be too late. Might need an emergency unit. And then I'm gonna climb in.
The only thing you hear is your own heartbeat pounding in your ears. And you climb in. Do you turn on like a flashlight so you don't like trip and fall?
I think I'm going to.
Just curious.
Can I gauge with the neon streaming in through the window, where the light
Mm-hmm.
switches are, or is it a standard apartment layout? Like, can I see furniture
Standard
in the
layout.
way? Okay, I'm gonna sort of
Standard layout, studio apartment. So it's not even a bedroom, it's just a studio.
I'm gonna throw. Is there sort of like a light on the PKD or like a light on the top of the gun? Classic cop shit.
Yeah, classic. You have the standard.
Then I'm gonna
Standard
do the
equipment.
I'm gonna do the slow move with the arm up
Mhm.
and advance with an awareness of having the hands free for firing. But the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna check the floor and see if A, if there's a body, B, if there's direct furniture between me and the light switch, and look for like a lamp as well as a overhead light so I can cast as little revelation outside as possible.
Okay.
Or
Yep.
under the doorway.
All right. Give me one more observation as you clear the apartment.
Success. Finally.
One is enough. It's empty.
Okay, then I'm
people.
gonna turn on the overhead lights.
You gonna buzz them up?
And yeah, I'm gonna text him all clear.
Okay.
Careful coming up the hallways, just in case. Is there any noise from outside? Does it even sound like there's people out in the hallways or in other apartments?
Just standard normal noises this time of day, nothing out of the normal.
With that 3 observation of observing the entry and or just like how visibly nothing was there, did I also by any chance could I use some of that 3 success to look around and go, was anybody watching the open fire escape?
You didn't see anybody.
Okay. Then I'm
Keeping
gonna,
tabs.
if I think that I've covered my basis on a couple of observations and stealths, I'm just gonna get to work looking for evidence.
Okay. All right. So Knox, you come on up. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. So, gentlemen, why don't you give me some rolls and let's see what you find up here.
What would you like us to roll?
Yeah, let's see. Well, I guess observation because you're
Okay.
looking for clues.
Garbage and
I'm gonna push that
garbage.
shit. Yeah, pushy. Both. Deuces.
If you find
Nat
something, I
12.
don't need to push
Yeah.
a thing.
2 successes, you do well. All right. One moment, please. Rolling. All right. Hawk's apartment. This apartment is small. Studio apartment. Definitely run down, but so is the rest of the building. And it's clean. And all the clothes are put away. There are several liquor bottles in the cabinet, plus ramen and coffee in the cabinets. There's a copy of Kill magazine on the coffee table, and it's open to an article about the club Early Q. There's a coffee ring on that page. There is a trash can in the kitchen. It's almost completely empty. And there's a picture of Hawk and Marla on the bedside table. And 2 toothbrushes in the bathroom. And see what else we got in here. 2 ID cards that seem to be cut in pieces. And the faces of them are of the 2 dead replicants from the spaceport. And there's also a reptile terrarium by the window. And do you think that's actually where that water sound was coming from? Was
Okay.
from the terrarium.
So there's does it look like there's any forced entry? Does it look like there was any sort of scuffle? No, they just happened to leave the window open and ran. So they ran.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was maybe open like 6 inches. So
Oh,
what you would
okay.
imagine normal airflow, but door looks unharmed. And where did my mouse? There's my mouse. And I've got a handout for this as well. Up here. There you go. So there's a terrarium, but
No.
it looks just like this.
Yeah. Nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
Hmm.
And
think they
yeah,
would've-
so anybody want to do another observation check?
Knox, do you think they would have planned on coming back but taken the animal? Or do you think they don't plan on coming back?
I think they plan on coming back.
Huh? Weird to leave it all tidied, though. It's almost like
Two-
someone expected them to come back, or someone staying here in their absence.
Yeah, 2 toothbrushes, right?
Yeah.
So guests, or permanent resident.
Mm-hmm.
In addition,
For a studio.
thinking Marla,
For
considering
sure.
the connection, right?
Do we take a little peek?
Where?
Is there like an under mattress as well? It's like, I hate to say turn the place over because I feel like
Check the
if
garbage
they were in
can.
trouble,
Check the
yeah.
garbage real quick.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Check the garbage.
The garbage has the 2 ID cards that were cut in pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Um,
that was in the garbage.
But
Okay.
but your other thought. You want to go back to that other thought?
Was like if there was anything under mattress or the magazine. Those are the like somewhere where they might have hidden something like a loose floorboard or a safe or under mattress in a shoebox or the magazine. Like, is there a clue in the magazine? Because we had seen the cutout of the noodle
Underneath-
place. So maybe
Underneath
there's
the
more
magazine,
cutouts.
you see a wooden puzzle piece.
Are there any wooden puzzles?
Nope.
Okay. Was there anything at the other apartment that had wooden puzzle pieces?
Nope.
I'm going to take a photo of the wooden puzzle piece, photo of the apartment, photo of Hawk and Marla, and the cut up IDs, and drop that all into the PKD and report to people. Seem to be a little cold on the leads, but there's definitely more evidence that there's a lot going on here.
Are you looking under everything? Are you just looking under it? Yeah.
I'd like to
Okay.
look harder under everything with that DM sentence.
She's been hinting at you very strongly there.
Yeah. How about under the terrarium?
As you take a closer look at the terrarium itself, you do see scales and see scales behind it.
Okay. Behind, like, does it look like there? I'm gonna try and pull that whole little shelf that it's on forward and see what's behind.
I mean, it's only like this far, like maybe an inch or 2 from the wall. So there's really nothing else back there. But
So how about under the bed? Under the bed or in the closet?
You can take those scales and trace them.
Also true. Yes, I'll take the scales. I will take photos of the scales as well and go possible source of dealer ? I mean, Patrick
Well,
knows
remember-
it's the same exotic animals dealer we were probably dealing with in the other
While
room.
you're on your hands
Probably,
and
but
knees,
also remember, those things are fucking expensive, and this guy works in a bar.
But if it's hers, then it's just the rich kids.
But how do we find out? Question mark.
There.
Track the scales.
so
Track
so
the
while
scales.
you're on your hands and knees, looking behind the thing, and Knox is playing with the puzzle piece, you look over and you see something under the table.
What do I see under the table, DM?
Knox, what does she find under the table?
You're asking me.
Yeah. You find a PKD taped to the bottom.
Ooh.
So there's a PKD standard issue for RDU PKD taped under the table.
Is there a pen or a Sharpie around?
Yep.
Great.
Huh.
I'd like to write that on my forearm under my sleeve so that it's not on record, but we can figure out and run the VIN numbers back so we know whose missing gun this is. You know what? No, we're just going to take the gun. Fuck it.
Yeah, take it.
I take the PKD. And I'm going to put all this in the... Sorry, not PKD. I'm going to put this all in the KIA. Sorry. I kept saying PKD. This is all going to go in the KIA information for the team to see the full trail of this is what we found following up the lead. So the day looks more productive.
Is there a perception check? Not straight, I'm looking for something, but just noticing something in this.
It's just observation,
Insight?
really.
It's just,
Or
it's just,
insight. If you're looking
Insight?
for like the tingly, the hairs on the back of your
That's
neck, I'd go
insight, yeah.
insight.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I need you gentlemen to both give me one of those, please.
Okay. Do success.
Insight?
Insight.
Oh, good thoughts, Aaron.
Not so great. Yeah.
Okay, so Knox doesn't see the thing that's close enough to bite him, but Novak sure does.
I've been waiting for that.
How young... Did we have any information on Hawk other than...
He's
working
got a prior from when he was 18. Let me go back to my early notes. Hawk has a misdemeanor bar fight when he was 18, but no other record.
So here's what
And
y'all
that's
see.
all we know about him. Yay! Hi, Noodle!
Nope rope.
And he is underneath the couch, so
Yeah.
like behind Knox, but like a few inches behind him and about to crawl in between his feet.
As that happens, I'm going to reach down and grab the snake far enough back, or it's far enough up the head that it won't bite me. And I'm just going to hold it up and come up nose to nose with Knox and just go, snakes?
Why did it have to be snakes?
I don't know.
If it was
Does
a
it look
snake,
like...
it would have bit you. Ha
I'm going to put the snake back in the
punchy.
terrarium, but I'm still going to keep those scales so we can run some research on where the hell they bought it.
Right about now, you're about halfway through looking through this apartment, and Novak, your phone is going off.
Evening shift?
Still
Yeah, we're on the evening shift.
Yeah, we're
Shouldn't be
still in the
cool,
evening shift.
but it could be the why.
Yeah.
It also could be. Okay, I'm gonna check the. I'm gonna go out to the fire escape and check the phone.
Good call. It's your son calling.
Hey, bud, what's up?
Um, hey, Dad. Um, I'm really sorry to bother you at work, but like, I'm kind of, Mom, she's not come home yet. She said look, so she like said she was gonna come home like a couple hours early so she could help me with my my science project, and now it's like 2 hours after the time she normally gets home. So like by my calculation, she should have been here like 4 hours ago, but she's not home. And like I've tried calling her and I'm not getting anything. And
Would
and
I
and
know where she would have
yeah.
been today?
She your wife is a charge nurse in the neuro ICU at the hospital. So she's at work, or was supposed to be. And like she said she was going to be here, and when I talked to her like after I got home from school, she said she was going to share a cab home with Olson's mom. And
Oh gosh.
I tried calling the hospital and nobody's answering at the hospital. And I can't get and Olson can't get a hold of her mom either. Olson is here and we haven't been able to get a hold of our moms, either of them.
Okay. You're doing great, bud. Stay calm. Keep an eye on your friend. Maybe you get some nice chocolate snacks out of the cupboard from where mom likes to hide them. And just
Yeah.
why don't you watch some TV and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll make some mac and cheese with hot dogs.
That sounds like a plan, bud. You're doing great. I'm proud of you.
Um,
I'm gonna get out of work as soon as I
okay.
can.
Just yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Dad. Thanks.
And I'm gonna hang up and immediately lean back in the fire escape and go, "Hey, so my wife never got home from work and my kids left alone. Do you want to call it here for today? Do you want to try and follow up a lead? I'm beat. I had all
Yeah,
day
no,
today.
I get it. Uh, he like chuckles uncomfortably. You can head home, dude. It's fine. Um,
Evidence is uploaded. I'm gonna hold on to this and make sure that we keep that in our private staff files so we can
yeah.
figure out who the hell's crooked before we start making the department look bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's anything you can think of, put it on the KIA.
Sure, man. Sure, you home. Um, wife's okay.
Thanks. I think the minute I step back out, I'm gonna light another cigarette and just be like, I'll figure it out. And then just start running despite the cigarette in my mouth. Just like the bad habit mixed with the diligent cop. And I'm gonna hoof it down to find oh shit, you can't you can't drive because you hate heights. I guess I'm taking the cop car home tonight. I'm gonna
That
throw
does.
myself in the
Do you
spinner.
not have a drive skill? You have a drive skill.
Matt doesn't though, right? Matt doesn't like being in spinners. I do.
them.
I'm gonna immediately take the car, throw on the lights quietly, and just cruise through the air and get home as fast as
I
possible.
think that's hilarious though. That Knox is like he's hanging out on this he's hanging out on this fire escape. He's just like, hey, well,
at the cruising
Bye.
altitude, if there's
Yeah,
such a thing. I'm
exactly.
gonna try and start searching the police band for anything about incidents at the hospital, any sort of car crash, any sort of fire emergency, and just try to keep my cool while absolutely freaking the fuck out inside.
Okay, so this part, you flip it on to the police channels, and it's on there. It's blatant. The hospital is on lockdown for an active shooter.
I'm going to text the team, hey guys, I have to go deal with something at the hospital. My wife's in an active shooter situation. I am so sorry, but that is important to me. I don't
Heading
think
to the
it's
hospital.
related. I don't think it's related, but if anybody wants to change gears for a second, maybe it isn't. And I'm going to veer off and head for the hospital then. Would it be related?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heading for the hospital.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm in the police station. I am terrible with guns and have no health. I will be on the Esper wall trying to figure out what's going on at the hospital.
Perfect. If you're going to do that, then give me a roll for that, Miss Eros,
No,
to see what you can hear about the incident. All I need is one success.
One success. I got one.
One is all you need. It's been on lockdown for about 3 hours now. Active shooter. Nobody's saying really anything other than that. SWAT was called and is on scene. And
Can I make a connections roll to try to get classified information about what's going on at the hospital?
you can, but it's not going to help. That's all that's come out so far. Like SWAT
Oh,
is
okay.
still actively
Like, there's no-
actively seen.
There are no Esper cameras in the hospital or around it that could show me a person that looks like an active shooter rolling up.
You would have to get access to the hospital cameras. But as far as the outside, it looks like business is normal going in and out. Except for now it's on lockdown, so nobody's going anywhere. SWAT,
Would
police,
connections
all
get me
the
access to the
entrances.
hospital cameras? It's fine if the answer is
That's gonna
no.
be
I'm just asking.
I would say no.
All right. Well, in
They've got a
that
closed
case,
network.
I would head to the hospital to get into the cameras at the hospital.
That would be the only way, because at this point,
Alright.
SWAT has locked everything down, and normally it's a closed circuit, but SWAT has gotten into it because they are on site. So if you get to the SWAT area and get to the lead
Right.
from there, you'll
Cool.
be able to get something.
Then I will send a message to Novak, because I like to imagine this is like right after I have thrown a coffee cup at the Esper wall, and so I'll just be like, "Well, I'm at my limit here, heading to SWAT base to work my magic. I'll see what I can find."
So I would say at this point in the day, we are about 4 hours into a 6-hour shift. So if you've found the things that you wanted to find, everybody else could if they wanted to. And you were able to do that in that amount of time. So, Novak, where are you headed? Are you heading directly to the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You arrive on scene just ahead of Eros and Raiden. Knox, are you going to head there as well, or are you going to finish cleaning things up at Hawks? He's thinking.
Looks like he's making a decision.
Matt?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was for me. I thought that was for Novak. I beg your pardon.
No,
One
no.
more time.
Knox, are you going to head to the hospital as well? You guys at this point had already actually gotten about everything you needed anyway. So did you want to go with him or clean up and then follow?
Yeah, I think I'd
Or
rather
do something else?
Yeah, I think I'd rather clean up and then follow him to the hospital unless something else comes up.
Okay.
feel like we've
Absolutely.
done everything we can here. We can't find this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. All right. So you get to the scene, Novak, and you know what unit she's on. At this point, you get to the scene and you see the lead from SWAT. Everything seems to be calmed down now. People are coming out. Nobody's screaming and yelling anymore. And you find the lead on, and he sees you and recognizes you as RDU. He's been guy who's been on the force forever.
Oh yeah, badge is out.
So.
I'm striding fully like I belong there.
So he actually will intercept with you. Agent, are you here about the lockdown?
Yeah. What do you got?
From what we can tell, the shooter was a gang member sent to finish a job of taking out a snitch from their own gang. First victim is a gang member, was in the NSICU for multiple gunshot wounds, including one to the brain. The perp left the NSICU after hitting his target, ran down several hallways and through many units in an attempt to escape. Our boys caught up to him in the infusion center. That's for those who don't know. Where critically ill patients were
What
receiving
you whispered, and I could not hear you.
Sorry. The infusion center is where they're doing cancer treatments.
Okay.
Where critically ill patients were receiving chemotherapy treatments. 3 patients were hit in an exchange of gunfire. Then the perp grabbed a patient and used her as a human shield. He put a gun to her head and tried to back out of the room. This is where things kind of get not so great.
Talk to me.
She this woman was feisty. She wasn't having it. She stomped on the arch of his foot, spun around, and stabbed him in the neck with a pen that she had been flicking right into an artery. And as she did, he pushed her back and unloaded his magazine into her. And the second she fell away, our boys unloaded their mags into him.
At that description, I'm just going to start running for the door. Because I'm pretty sure I know where this is going.
So you know what unit your wife is on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it's not the same floor. So are you going to go to her floor first, or are you going to go to the infusion center?
I'm going to say, did you say patient or nurse? Attendee?
Patient.
How about medical staff?
No medical staff was injured.
But they're all still there on lockdown.
Yes, we're still getting statements from everybody.
I sort of stop in my tracks at that thought for a second and just go, okay.
And I'm sorry, officer or agent, what was your last name?
Novak? My wife works here.
Yeah, no, yeah, they haven't. He's probably not here yet then.
Who's not here yet?
Next of kin for the patient who made the sacrifice.
What was
He's one of ours.
that last name? Oh, really? What's the last name?
Baker.
And I'm just going to start running again. Cue the montage music as he tries to dash up the floors and get to Baker's parent.
So She's there. They've got a sheet over top. Yeah. She got him first. None of those rounds from those boys would have mattered. He would have been done in about 60 seconds. You gonna look for your wife?
Yeah.
You get upstairs. She's about 2 floors up. And she's standing just outside of a patient room and giving orders to a couple of the other nurses. Like, we don't stop just because of this. You've given your statements. You get back to work. We take care of these patients.
I think that despite the fact that I am grim as hell and nothing about my body language looks relaxed, there's a tiny corner of a smile as I fiddle with my wedding ring watching her work. And when there's a moment in the chaos to step forwards, I think I'll step forward, and there's that montage moment at the end of any medical show where someone is speaking to the characters and you see the faces drop and it's that slow motion dash. And I just try to hold her back. And hold her.
It's okay. I'm fine. We're fine. This is no big deal.
Baker kids.
I mean, people died, but the right people died, I think.
Kids, the Baker kids at our house right now. We're going to have to be the first ones to tell her.
Tell her what? No.
Yeah.
He went down there.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean,
Olson's at our place.
pen to the jugular. Fucking hell of a way to go. But
She did what? She did that?
Yeah.
There's this like little corner of her mouth that kind of twitches up, like she wants to smile, but she doesn't want to smile. Like,
I'm
that crazy ass freaking.
How long left on your shift? You're supposed
Just
to be
need to
home
yell at a
early.
few more people. Yeah. I just need to yell at a couple more people, then we can go.
I've still
Already
got
given my
another
statements.
shift, but maybe we just take a quiet night at home and we can figure it out together in the car if you don't mind some cigarette smoke.
I'll
I
let it
don't
slide this
have
time.
a plan yet. I don't have good words at the moment, and that's usually your department.
Do you need me to drive?
No, I can drive. I need you to be the brain for the moment. I'm glad you're okay. Our son called me and said that you hadn't come back on time, and the first thing I do, turn it on the bands. This is an active shooter. I might have run off the job with the office car for expedition, and now I can breathe and I feel kind of foolish, but I can drive.
I want to see her as we go down.
Okay. I'm gonna let my team know my wife's okay. We'll keep working on the case. I gotta take my shift anyway. This is the end of 4 for me, so I am gonna be exhausted if I don't take the night shift. I'll check in with everybody first thing in the morning. Keep pinging the KIAs if anything comes up.
Yeah. Has Orson been told?
No. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to do that.
So Orson doesn't know. He is going to flip out. I don't know how Olson is going to take it.
Either of them.
Uh, okay. As you guys get outside, you actually do see Orson. He's just finishing up talking to the same officer that you were just talking to.
Yeah.
And all color has drained from his face. And here is Orson. And he's
I know that guy.
he's holding it together, but
Seen him once or twice.
Mhm.
he's holding it together, but he and he'll actually come up to you, Novak.
Yeah.
To you and Alamella. You know?
Yeah. Just found out.
Son, you don't want to see. You shouldn't go up there right now. Wait till they get her cleaned up. You need to go
She
talk to your
actually-
sister.
She gave an active shooter hell. Damn impressive. I don't know how to be proud on your behalf and be respectful, but I got an active shooter with a fucking pen. I mean, that's cooler than anything we do. I'm going to get into my sleeve pocket and offer him one of the smokes.
He will 100% take it. Pausing there for just a moment, we pan over to Eros, and you actually got there right about the time they were inside still. He was still talking to his wife. Did you want to see that footage from the cameras from inside?
I think I do, yeah.
So you are able to see the whole thing. You see the guy come in to the ICU with flowers, looking like he's coming for someone. You see Alamella Novak, and she sees the guy come in and is watching him the whole time. Like, this isn't like she had her spidey senses out. And next thing you know, you hear gunfire like 2 rooms over from where she is, and you can see the light from it go off, and you see her close the door, cover the patient, close the blinds, and duck down behind her patient with her patient in the room, keeping, because she is manually doing the air for this patient at the moment, keeping him alive. And then you see the shooter run out, and you're able to trace him as he's going through the hallway, and he's shooting aimlessly, wildly, and clipping people here and there. Somehow he's like he's shooting like a stormtrooper. Like he did fine at close range with somebody laying still and not moving, but when he's running, he's not hitting anything. And finally, they get 2 floors down. They get to the infusion center, and you see Alexa Baker, and she's sitting in a chair, and you see this guy come in, and he shoots a couple of the patients, and the cops are hot on his heels, and she stands up, and she is clicking this pen like it's something off of a bomb, like click, 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 click. And the look on her face is just this mixture of you're going to die if you don't stop. And I'm really disappointed in you. That mama look. But there's calm on her face. Like she already knows what's happening. She already knows. and she's got a scarf wrapped around her head. She doesn't have hair anymore at this point from her treatments. She looks so thin and so frail, but there's this determination in her eyes. And he comes running in, grabs her, and she's already stood up because she's like, no more. Because they could all hear the chaos coming their way. And you see it. You see her slam her heel into the arch of this guy's foot, spin around, stab him, the whole thing. And you see her as she's falling backward, and she's just smiling. Like peaceful, it's done. And she made sure to pull that pen back out, so it wasn't stopping anything. Really gory. And then you see him getting unloaded on and falling to the ground. It's
I
like
think
something out of Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, like as the cops start shooting, she kind of stops it. She's like, I don't need to watch the end of this. But she kind of looks over her shoulder to whichever SWAT guy is like in the trailer with her where she's looking at that, and she just goes, tough lady. And then
And you would probably recognize her face a little bit.
Okay.
Like maybe not entirely, but she looks familiar to you, but they haven't told you who she is yet.
Yeah, and I think that she's not asking at this point. She's just like, that's not Novak's wife. I'm good.
Right. And you know what she looks like.
Yeah, and I think she comes out of the trailer and she sees them talking to, I forget, Orson. Yeah.
All the O's. Olsen, Orson, Olexa.
I see that. You like your alliterations, don't you?
Sometimes.
But yeah, I think she kind of catches Novak's eye and just kind of gives him a little, all good, and then turns to go.
And this is about the point when you're coming out that trailer that Raiden steps up next to you.
Got anything good?
I mean, cancer patient stabbed an active shooter in the neck with a pen.
Freaking beast.
Yeah. She didn't make it, but one tough nut.
As long as he went with her.
Oh, he's gone. But we're late to the party. It was done when I got here. Novak's wife is okay, though.
That's good.
Yeah. Pretty sure she's a tough nut, too. She'll be okay.
And right about now is when Knox will show up from the crime scene. He's cleaned stuff up and he's come to check on everybody. So now the four of you are standing there together. And this is where we're going to end for the night. At the end of our evening shift. Silently staring at each other like, well, crap. So, thank you all for joining us. This was session 3 of our homebrew Blade Runner Next Us. And we're going to let them sit and brew over these things. But while they're doing that, we're just going to go around the table real quick and say who you are, who you played, and initial thoughts on tonight. And we'll go the same order as last time. So straight down the line, starting with Raiden.
Hi, I'm Ironhead454. You can find me at TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, making stupid videos, painting minis, 3D printing crap, making fun of my kids and my pets. And it was a good session. I'm really tired and I have no description left, but it was an awesome session.
Thank you.
I am once again Pat Marin. You can find me at Pat Marin occasionally on these channels, sometimes DMing, usually playing, trying to bring my best match to the tone, and today was a grim one for the film noir of the gritty Blade Runner future. Yeah.
Is it me? I don't know what order we're in.
You're next. Yeah.
Okay, hi. I am Sarah. You can find me around the interwebs as Lovely Llama. Like the rest of these fine folks here, I am also falling asleep. But this evening I played Lara Eros and got to meet my big brother, so that was cool. He was shit-faced, but we'll see how that pans out and if he's still in my apartment when I get back.
Hey, I'm Matt. Slices and Dices. Check us out when we're not about to pass out. There you go.
And hey, hi, I'm Julie. And guess what? I am all of a sudden so wide awake. Maybe it's the curse of the GM spot, but maybe it's my insomnia kicking in. I don't know. I will probably be awake for at least a couple more hours. So if you're still hanging out, come see us over on the Discord. We'll laugh. We'll have a
See
good
her
time.
on the Discord.
I mean, I'm there all the time. I can't stand having those little dots next to things. I have to clear them all the time. It's an impulse that I have to do. But anyway, hey, come around, come chat. Social media wise, that's where you're going to find me. I am Dritz Norris on Discord. I was your game runner this evening. And yeah, a little dark twist to everything. Wonder what more trauma's around the corner.
Julie
You'll
just
have to-
had to go. Julie just had to go traumatize herself for the last 20 minutes of the session. It's fine. As she murders her own mother.
It's fine. It's fine, like a dumpster fire floating down the river, still ablaze. Totally fine. Oh, but yeah, speaking of that, that's later episodes. Or, well, chronologically later.
Is there a river in LA?
Chronologically, it went on air prior to this, but chronologically it happens after to what Sarah was referring to. So if you've not seen Electric Dreams yet, you should watch our running of Electric Dreams and Fiery Angels. You should definitely go watch those. Really fun. We were still learning the system. Hey, we're still learning the system now because I've changed things up a little bit because of the timeline. So love to know your thoughts too. Come on to Discord, come talk, and let us know your thoughts and have some fun. Until next time, please take care of each other, but do not forget to take care of yourself. You are important and you are loved. We'll see you next time.